We're live now. Hello and welcome, heroes, to the Crit Academy streaming actual game podcast. We
I was gonna say, oh
apologize
yeah,
for
or
the
this isn't the show.
we apologize for the slow start there. We was having some issues with my my bit rate and it was jumping. Anybody that watched last Sunday noticed we had some issues with screen locking up. So I think I got it resolved. I'll go back and watch this later and see how it goes.
Looks great so far.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
That's good, at least.
Thank you guys for joining us today here. The Crit Academy Descent into Avernus podcast, episode 13. Our characters in the hell are about ready to rescue their little friend Lulu, a hierophant.
Yep.
Holifant.
Yeah.
I actually left my notepad that has all my notes in the house. That's fantastic, Justin. The Hollyphant who has been taken and swooped up into what looks like these giant columns full of holes that you guys were dropped off in by a bone devil after you came to a agreement on next best or in order to land on the ground from not Avernus, from Elturel, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are currently
I lawyered the
on
crap out of him.
you guys have defended Elturel and have left to do what?
Find the sword
To
of
find the sword
Zariel.
of Zariel.
Yep. And you have noticed that Lulu's memories have slowly been coming back, so she's kind of giving you some direction, which is probably the reason why you have to go rescue her now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she got kidnapped by a swarm of hornet devils.
Yeah,
Or devil hornets.
ginormous wasp-like Hellwasp things. I mean, they're terrifying.
Hellwasp, that's what it was. Sorry.
Terrifying as hell. Get it? Terrifying as hell, Hellwasp. Oh, I slayed myself. I just gotta figure out which page these little bastards are on.
Do we need to make an initiative check?
Yeah, normally I ask for that first, and I don't know why I
He
didn't.
was having
Please.
cat problems.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me initiative, so we can get that out of the way now. So
I can't see.
Something good this time.
21.
so we got
17.
we got Zorax at 21, Chiron at 17, and what was Merle at?
8.
Merle's at 8.
I could.
All right. So you guys just landed, and you managed to take cover from what you thought was an incoming like cloud of darkness or something like that, and it turned out to be like swarms of these disgusting looking giant wasps. What makes them stand out is they have these massive front appendages that look more like blades or swords than regular insectoid.
Pincers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrifying as hell.
Ah.
And you guys
That would
dashed off towards the area, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we were inside a cave when they were passing by, and somehow they abducted Lulu.
It wasn't a cave. It was an overhang like Pride Rock from Lion King, right? You were trying to make camp underneath there when all of these things swooped in and rushed into all the little holes, and she was snatched from you. You guys have approached the ginormous, this gigantic wet sack. Do you need me to say that for you slower?
No.
No, I'm good.
This papery material is in giant columns. What you thought was giant columns or stone is actually almost like a soft paper mache actual like material. You can see these angelic figures with feathery wings stick to its surface like flies in amber. Their bodies struggling futilely underneath layers and layers of amber-like gunk. Iron chains appear to like tether the columns to the ground, to the hellish landscape. You can hear a bzzz, like a low, constant humming that is coming from all around you. You can
So he's
spot.
like,
Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You actually did spot the through the big mass. You were able to actually track which one Lulu
Jimmy?
went into, or what she was dragged into. The problem is she was dragged into flown towards the top of the giant paper mache amber colored pillars with holes in them. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I can get up there. Not sure what to do about you two.
Yeah, I'm down to 2 spell slots, one of each level, so I'd say you'd be our best flyer.
And you're our only flyer.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, recap. There's a giant egg sack.
Well, it looks
there's-
like a pillar, of stone, but it's not stone. It's a sack. It's a soft, gooey sack, like paper
And
mache.
there's- People inside it?
It looks like angelic figures, but it's really hard to tell because you have this thick amber-colored, like molasses coating them, and you can just see them
How big is
wiggling
this?
underneath them. Oh, this thing goes up probably 200 feet into the air. It's ginormous. There's holes kind of scattered throughout all of them, and the one in front of you, there's only one at your level that you could probably climb into, except for maybe Merle, who could fly up to him if he wanted.
So, I'm going to take out my magical pike, because I have that still.
You do?
And I am going to poke the weird amber sack wall and see if it pierces.
It does. And much like fly paper, your weapon is stuck inside. And you find it very difficult and unable to pull it free. If you want to try to pull it free, I'm going to need a strength check.
Assist him.
What? Yeah,
Can I
sure.
assist?
Yeah, you can give him advantage. You can both kind of grab onto his weapon that he pierced into this amber-like material that's coating this building's-like structure.
Didn't quite expect this. I figured it was going to go through, but I didn't know I was going to get stuck, so that's okay. Wow. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, 21.
Oh man, so you guys are both tugging and pulling, and your sweat is beating down your brow as you're trying to pull and pull and pull. It finally pops free. The end is coated in this nasty whatever this structure is made of. You barely were able to pull it out. If you would have got any more of it stuck in than just the end, you probably wouldn't have gotten it out.
I look over to
All around you.
to Chiron. I'm like, did you feel how hard that was to pull out of there?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck!
So maybe not stab the walls.
Maybe not step in there. What if we step in there and we're stuck?
Well, there's a entry hole that we can climb up to at our level.
Yeah.
Now, is it just the walls that's coated with this stuff, or is it just everything in there is
it's-
coated with this stuff?
So as you peer into the dark cavernous hole entrance, this material seems to be all up on the sides of the walls, all inside of this entire structure. What's Merle
but not
doing?
on the floor.
Oh no, it's everywhere. For you to move, it's going to be very difficult.
Okay, so I have a plan,
No.
and it involves Merle.
No.
He said no.
No.
I don't think he wants to help you at all. He's like, I can fly. Why can't you?
It's
Yeah.
his cat.
So my suggestion is we get Merle, kind of like ball up a little bit so he doesn't touch the walls or anything. You kind of just fly on through, do some recon for us, and then if you find something, we'll give you like a half hour, I guess. If you don't come back within a half hour, we'll attempt to come in there.
Okay, not the worst idea, I suppose. Even though we are kind of splitting the group.
Yeah. But we
All
probably
right,
are better off as a
are
group,
you
right?
going?
Can
so-
you
Go ahead.
freeze this, and would that be actually easier to walk across with your Ray of Frost?
Let's find out.
Yeah. So you blast a little section of it, and about 1 foot square freezes up hard enough to form a surface. It'll take a lot of ice. Do you got anything bigger than a cantrip? But you're definitely onto something.
I think that's gonna matter.
Hmm.
So your idea isn't bad. I think that if you want to follow that, and Merle's out front, and he continues, casting his blaster of ice, he can make a small path for you guys.
Trying to
It's a good
think
idea.
of any
I like
way
that.
through without
You can fly through.
having us
Right,
to.
Merle?
Well, he can fly.
Yeah.
Actually, why don't he does
What if we just set it
while
on
he-
fire?
You can
With
certainly try.
what?
We have a torch. I want to throw a torch in. No, I don't even need the torch. I can just spark it.
You
well, maybe it's
spark and it
flammable.
goes. Tss. It's not flammable.
Nope. Guess not.
Think of this as a really, really sticky, thick honey.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say it's like
it's very
literal molasses.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Um.
I swear, he gives us the grossest things, this DM.
Yeah, I'm such an asshole.
He makes us like crawl through shit and puke. And like
Speak for
now we
yourself.
gotta go through some fucking like
Fucking Merle's like, man, I'm
Bug.
glad I got flying boots.
some bug gunk.
Oh shit.
So my only concern is
I had concerns once.
I
is
mean,
that the
Merle-
minute we start walking in there, it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
But we gotta go in, don't we?
I mean, Merle could use his cantrip to freeze the path as he does his recon.
Actually, I have another idea. It's a little weird, and obviously the DM might have to approve it. But okay, so you know how we can freeze sections of this, right? Now, obviously, you can fly all the way up to a certain point, right? So you can
Yeah.
probably find wherever our little friend is. Now the problem is, how do me and him get up? What if you froze little sections of it for us so we could actually like pick our way up there without getting stuck?
Now, and let's be real here. I don't have to keep freezing a continuous line. I can just space it out to make handholds.
Exactly. And then that way our weapons won't get stuck. That way we won't get stuck. And that way you don't have to carry a rope and carry 2 people, which is impossible as far as I'm aware. So I think that's a good plan.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
We can experiment.
We can definitely
So you're gonna try to
experiment with
climb
it.
up the outside. Do I got that correct? You're not even gonna go inside? Is that right?
That was a lot of feedback
Yeah. Thanks, Ian.
from Ian. Yeah.
So is that the plan? He's going to.
Didn't do anything.
It just sounded like lightning coursed through your microphone.
Right.
Didn't touch it.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right, yeah, I think that's the plan. Genuinely.
Before we begin, I would like to use my second use of Divine Sense.
Oh yeah.
It goes up to 60 feet, centered
Well,
on
just
me.
remember where we are.
and what can
It's
it
like getting a
detect?
flash.
It can do what?
Dead fiends,
But I'm trying to pick up a celestial.
something else. That's a good idea, actually. What does it detect?
It allows me to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. I'm trying to pick up celestial, other than Zorax.
So you're do you get to pick,
And
or
don't
does it just
recall, we
detect
did not get
everything?
No, it just works on everything. On all of those.
Is
He
it-
doesn't have to choose.
Yeah, is anybody else's Discord slowed down? No?
No.
My Discord
No.
looks like it's Oh, I think it caught up. Okay, yeah, it was behind for a minute. I couldn't figure out why. All right, so
Mine is every once in a while, but I've been mostly okay.
We get a long rest.
what? No. Well, you
We
can
did not
try.
get a long rest.
You did
We got
not
a
get
short
one,
rest.
but you can certainly try to take one if that's what you're asking.
No, as did we get one?
No,
As
you
does.
guys actually went into that under that Pride Rock like thing and to get a rest when she was swooped away. So I think
Come
you
on.
guys got a short
Come on.
rest, but you didn't get the full benefit of a long rest.
I got like one spell slot left in each of my 2 slots. Great.
Well, then you
Okay.
definitely should be more careful about what it is you're planning to do. All right. So
I also have one spot.
So as Merle is making his way, he's floating up the side of this. He's got his little ray gun, pew 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 pew, and he starts blasting little slots or little sections for you guys to climb up. What tools are you using to climb? Do you have a climber's kit?
No.
Hell no, dude.
Well, then how are
We
you
have to
climbing this?
improvise.
I was gonna say it's icy now, so
Yeah,
if it's not
you
sticky,
just
it's
stab
icy.
something in it, but it's not the molasses. It's just the ice.
Oh
Alternatively,
no,
we
it's
could
gonna.
have.
I mean, it depends on what you're stabbing. I mean, if you go through the ice is just surface. I would say I will let you guys climb up that, but you will have disadvantage on your athletics checks for 2 reasons. One, ice is slick, and the stuff underneath it is sticky. Yeah, I think that's good enough reason. I don't think I need more than that.
Yeah.
But
Could you make ice stalactites out of the?
No.
Probably not.
I was gonna say, does he have like shape water or something?
Nah. I was gonna say if you just froze a spot long enough, does it eventually just?
Because right now you
coagulate?
guys don't even have any appropriate equipment to really do this, so you're going to be using
Yeah,
we
what,
don't.
daggers?
I do have a
Pretty
dagger.
much. Got some
Let's be
daggers.
real. Let's be real here. We probably should just walk in.
I'd say we walk in.
I don't know. I think the idea is valid. I just want you guys to know that it's going to be tough. I'm not
Like
trying to.
me.
I was gonna say I'm not trying to dissuade you from that because I think that was really clever. But because you guys, if somebody had climbing equipment, that would be different. But you guys decided to climb up the side of this without any equipment.
Real equipment, yeah.
So there is. I'm just
I'd
saying
say-
that there is risk.
I'm
and
all
there's risk going
for
into. So
freezing the tunnels and just walking our way through.
It's up to you guys.
you guys had a good idea. So now, are you changing it? I feel bad because
Let's do it.
I feel like I changed it. Or was it the
Let's-
Well, I
disadvantage?
mean, it is at disadvantage, admittedly. So it's like we had an idea. And it's like, is it really that good? Actually, we can circumvent this a little bit.
Let's
And
hear
I
it.
have another idea because I'm just chock full of them today.
Yeah, clearly.
What if we tied rope around ourselves and handed it to Merle to give us stability?
I would take away
Okay,
disadvantage.
first off, I am not a strength-based character. Second of all,
You
my
don't
sense of
need to
flying
be.
Are not.
I would take away the disadvantage.
Okay.
I think that's a
Okay,
little
sure.
bit better now.
Because even if you're not lifting all their weight, even
You're
lifting a
taking
little
away
bit.
some of it. Yeah, it's not the fact that you're actively carrying us. It's just enough to where we don't feel like we're struggling, and it probably helps our mind anyway, just to kind of be like, oh, well, if I fall, Merle will surely catch me. No, I mean he won't, but surely he will. It's the mindset. I'm ready to
All
give
right,
it a try.
so you guys, I'm
As I
gonna
tighten my
need,
rope around
I'm gonna
myself.
need survival checks for tying off the knots around yourselves.
Sorry in advance,
we-
buddy.
Is one of us assisting the other?
You assist yourself.
Oh, bugger.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Stand over his shoulder and say that's not how you tie a knot, dipshit? Or are you gonna all have your fingers in there trying to help?
I got one more use of my shrewd investigator. Now's a good time as any.
Natural 20.
Woo! Your knot looks good.
21 total. So, yeah.
Not so much. I got a solid 9.
You got a solid 9. All right, so you guys, you both get in
Shrewd
there.
investigator.
You wrap some of the rope around you. I'd say, do you guys have like 10 feet between you? Something along those lines? Merle, are
Probably.
you just going to hold it, or are you going to tie it off to you as well?
I think just holding
I'm not
is
tying it off on
fine.
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think holding might be fine.
All right,
Ugh.
so Chiron gets a really good thorough knot, like Boy Scout level shit right up in there, and then you see this kind of cluster of rope where around Zorax, and he's like, "Oh, that looks good. It ain't gonna come loose. We're fine." And so as you guys
Call that a
go,
not Zorax?
what?
You call that a not Zorax?
I look down at it. I look back at you. That's it. That's all I do.
Looks good.
I just
All right, so
I wave it off.
Give each other knots like a yank and see what happens.
We yank it?
I yank my knot. It's obviously there.
looks
It's
good.
not great. It's
He
just
gives
not
it a
great.
little tug, and it looks good. So at this point, Merle pulls out his thing, like gun shooter. Are you having a little fun with this, Merle? Or are you like trying to take aim and trying to make patterns or anything? Or are you just kind of like pew 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 all the way up as you go?
Just try to do a methodical pattern just so it's easy to predict and grab onto.
All right, so you guys he does this kind of diagonal pattern going up that matches where you can put it. I assume Chiron said he has daggers. What does Zorax have, daggers or?
I have one dagger, and it's silver by Silvera.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes it a lot harder to climb up something with one dagger to hold on to.
I have one dagger, but I'm gonna pull out a javelin because I only need one hand for a javelin.
Actually, I do have a short sword as well, so maybe I can.
We have
do
a
one
You can
of
couple
those.
probably do that.
javelins. Well, admittedly, you have a javelin, right? And javelins really don't have that much
I don't have a
like,
javelin.
blade point, so I can just.
Yeah.
And then I have all this pole to work with, so who cares?
Fair enough. And
I don't have a javelin.
And Chiron has a dagger and a short sword. That'll work. So you guys start pulling your way out. That buzzing is getting louder and louder. But it's still pretty. It's still pretty lax. It's very much like a kind of a droning at this point as you guys are making your way up with a as these blasts of ice are just making it up. I'm gonna need athletics checks from both of you, please.
Thank you.
Come on, my steel
fail.
blue.
22. Holy shit.
Athletics. 22.
Oh my god, we did
All
it.
right,
We're
so
gods.
You guys get up. You look down. You're probably like 30 feet from the ground right now. You can see what appears probably is the next closest hole to you. Seems to go into like into the
I'm
trying to figure out-
sack hive.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to describe this. So, as you're climbing up this, you actually start to notice that the holes aren't random. You'll notice that there's only one or two at the very bottom. Now that you're up a little higher, about 30 feet or so, there's one on almost. If there was 4 cardinal sides, there'd be one on each side, suggesting that give me a nature check, you guys, all of you.
Nature.
Or I'm sorry, it's just nature. Just straight intelligence. I don't think nature would fit that because we're in a different world.
Doesn't matter.
It'd still work.
Doesn't matter to me.
18.
It's a 10.
I got a
There's
4.
me.
So what's the highest roll?
18.
18.
Yeah. it'd be
Merle,
an
so
18.
you're able to identify a pattern. You're starting to realize these holes are in a pattern of levels. And you are currently just below the second level. And you can hear kind of the buzzing is kind of zzz, zzz, zzz. You can hear some critters now as you're closer to you guys are just below the this other hole. You can hear them kind of buzzing about inside. Are you going to continue up? Are you going to get off here? You still probably, based on your estimates, Merle, there's probably two more floors, I guess you could say, or levels to this, and you know that Lou was taken to the highest level, which, based on your count of the entrances, round entrances, would probably be the fourth level.
We just gotta climb up this thing 2
Okay.
more times. Surely we can do that. I don't know what you said,
Could
Matt.
go wrong.
Is he frozen like that?
Yes, he is. I mean, I'm willing to climb more. Whatever. Feats of strength, dude. Let's do it.
What about you, Merle?
I'm just floating here.
Are you,
That's a good point.
So you don't think you should? The question is do you guys get off or keep going?
I'm willing to keep going. Personally.
I don't consider myself someone who has an opinion on this topic.
Okay.
That's fair. You're just the guy who's kind of flying, so yeah, that makes sense.
Well, we need
We need Matt to come
Well-
back.
Matt gets 30 seconds, and we move on without him.
Works for me.
So go ahead and give me some perception checks, you guys.
Sure. Oh, Matt's back.
That's okay. Still give me perception checks.
20. Or
And 13.
21, I guess.
Rolled an even 10.
All
I
right.
have
So
the eyes.
Zorax, you can smell this rancid. It definitely smells like rotting meat coming from inside of the inside whatever this nest thing is. You're not really, and while you're taking a, it's really rancid. You didn't smell it on the lower floor. It's very odd, but you guys continue.
Smell like rotting corpses.
That's exactly what it smells like. But you guys continue your climb up. I'll need athletics checks again, please.
Woohoo. 21.
Stats don't fail me. That fell out.
I bet it did. Mm-hmm.
17.
All right, so you guys are flying, or as you're being climbing up, and Merle is busting out his blaster and making paths for you. Merle, I need a perception check from you as you're flying up while they're climbing, and you're pulling them up.
All right, that's gonna be a 23.
Oh yeah,
God.
we're rolling like
so
gods
as
today.
you're pulling them up, you're getting your mere feet from the third level, and you see two of these large creatures come zooming out of the lair below you, and swoop up from below, and are heading right towards Chiron. What do you do, Merle?
Something stupid as usual.
What? Let go of them?
Might have
Hey.
to for being real.
Oh shit!
Might have to for being real here.
So
What are you gonna
anyway,
do?
he started blasting.
Pretty much.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna ray of frost them real quick?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Oh, one of them anyway.
Yeah, you now that only takes one hand to do, right? I'm
Yeah,
assuming
correct.
at the moment you're still holding on to them.
And I have Warcaster.
Oh, that's nice. So you don't actually
Does it?
need somatic
I was
opponents.
gonna say, so you actually don't need it then, yeah.
You just give somatic the components the big middle finger, I suppose. All right, give me an attack roll.
In this case, the index finger.
He just looks at him and just eye beams come out.
Bing!
Bong bong.
Alrighty. Ray of Frost time. 18?
That'll do it.
Or, let's see here. 13. 19 frost damage to one of them, and it's slowed down by 10 feet.
All right. As they're zooming up, you take aim, you see it, and you kind of just nudge and give a shout to your pals, and they kind of push themselves up against this wall, and you send a blast of icy cold energy right out of your little ray gun and catch the thing right in its wing, and its wings begin to freeze up, and you see its beating wings start to slow, and it ravenously just starts sweeping and clawing and striking at trying to get the ice off of it. And you can tell that part of its body hardened completely and starts to crumble. For how much damage did you say you did?
19.
I'm sorry?
19.
19. The blast is more effective than you expect. You can see that it starts spreading down this thing's body.
Hi. What's up?
I ran shot at them. I got plenty more of that. Where this came from? It just want to come up here.
Zorax, do you have any other actions, Merle?
I think that matters.
Zorax, what are you gonna do? You just saw an icy cold blast hit this thing. That is one of these two things that are flying towards you. These nasty looking wasp, like red and orange wasp-like creatures. One is chilled and frozen at the moment. It's little.
I'm gonna try and just get to the
claws.
3rd floor.
I
All right,
recommend moving as fast as you can.
all right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Are you gonna try to climb in? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
give me
gonna
an
try and
athletics
just
check.
hoist myself over. Shit. It's a 9.
All right, so as you're climbing up, you manage to get really, really close to the top, and you reach over to try to grab a hold of the last little area before you can climb up, and your hand catches nothing but ice. Instead of penetrating entirely, it slips, and you slide and lose your grip, and you fall. And you are now dangling from Merle. You both instantly drop, or I need a strength saving throw from Merle, and you instantly drop 20 feet towards the 2nd floor. Right
Down
in,
here.
right in. Go ahead.
Couldn't I just slap my hand into the sticky substance that I know is sticky? And dangle that way?
Yes. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
First off, Mora rolled
Because-
an 18 for strength.
Well, I'm trying to think because this is more of a reaction thing, right? You're not
Yeah.
expecting to fall. So if it breaks free and you fall, then I would say you could probably do a dex save to try to do that.
Yeah, because like the idea is that like, oh shit, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
reach for something because obviously
I
I'm
gotcha.
airborne.
So let's see
So,
how quickly
yeah.
you can react to do that before we take into Merle's only great strength saving throw.
Holy fuck, I got an 11! Alright, yeah, you save me, Merle.
All right. All right. So as you try to quickly reach out, you catch just your finger on the tip of the stickiness, and it almost feels like your finger is disjointed as your body weight rips your finger free from this. You fall with a loud thud, dropping all of you instantly 10 feet because Merle was successful on his strength saving throw. Which unfortunately leaves Chiron at the bottom dangling right in front of these bastards.
Good luck.
And unfortunately they're pissed, so one is going to take a swipe right at Chiron
Uh-oh.
with a 21. I don't know that's
That is my armor class.
Oh, where is it? My damage here is.
Meet and beat.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, it's not that much damage. But I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, son of a gun.
Is he gonna get poisoned? That'd suck.
Yeah.
Am I within 10 feet of Zorax?
Yes, you're all kind of
Yeah.
hanging from each other now. But you're tied to him, hanging from it at 10 feet. So
So, con save plus whatever
His bonus
Zorax
is. Did-
Yeah, it's +5.
Or aura protection or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I do highly recommend getting to somewhere we can stand as quick as you can, being your highest priority.
I agree.
I got a 26.
Okay, so as this thing's needle bores into your armor under right through the little part where your coif goes, it penetrates right in. You can feel this burning hotness, and you take 8 points of piercing damage and 7 points of fire damage. You feel this liquid hot
I'm
burning.
resistant to fire damage.
Nice. Tiefling, right?
Yeah.
So you feel this liquid burning through your body. You can feel it running down your arm and back up through your chest, down into your legs, and you kind of shudder for a second, then the pain wears off.
How much would half of the fire damage be?
3.
Is that
If you round
it'd be
down.
round down, so 3.
Okay.
And it is going to go ahead and make another attack on you.
Son of a gun.
You son of a.
So that's a 17. I don't think that's gonna do it.
Nope.
It starts swiping at you with its arced blade-like claws, or talons. I don't know. What do you call those on insects? Legs, I guess. I don't know. These
Pincers.
Yeah, these razor sharp like sword pincer things come slashing at you. You twist and turn and try to block the best of your ability, holding yourself up on one hand with your sword, trying to kind of pivot yourself so your shield takes the majority brunt of the attack. What are you going to
And
do?
my shield is like mounted on my left pauldron.
Oh, wonderful. That's really cool. I like that flavor, like right up here, huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're kind of just maneuvering to get it in place. What are you going to do? This thing is hovering right next to you.
Actually, no wait, it's a hell creature, so it might have immunity to fire, so I can't use Hellish Rebuke. So I am. But if
Oh, you're the only person that didn't succeed their check on their reading, huh? In the library.
Sure is.
I'm
well,
not.
this is my and Chiron's guess about anything that's hellish.
I mean, it's a good idea. it's pretty
Sure.
much the right idea.
And if I try to climb, I provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's true.
That might be better than where you're at, dude. That's the thing. You're not even on solid ground right now. There is no attacking.
How far?
I mean, there
up
is, but-
is the opening?
It is now
the next opening?
20 feet away because the fall jerked you all downwards a little bit. So technically it is a short distance away, but you still have to succeed the check, the climbing check.
I'm kind of tempted to use my last second level spell for Misty Step, but I don't want to waste that.
Yeah. Only use it when you got it, I guess.
Not good either. So
That's a good point. At least you can
God.
Misty Step.
And I don't want to waste protection from evil and good either. Jeez.
I don't even know what that
You know what?
does.
Screw it. I'm just gonna climb up.
All right. You will provoke
You
an
have a high AC,
attack of
so it could work.
opportunity. Yeah, you should be okay with the high AC.
And do I need to make my athletics check?
13 on the die. Rolled really poopy. Yes. Remember, if you fail, everyone falls. Unless Merle decides to
Natural
let go.
20.
Woohoo! All right, so
Made
you
it.
start climbing up. As you're pulling away from this thing, it swipes and its its razor-like scythe barely misses you, catching right into the sticky goo. And you notice that it gets stuck for a second and then pulls itself free. And you make it to
Oh.
the first level. And your foot, as you're climbing in, your hands and stuff start to get stuck to the whatever this amber like gunk is. And in order to, you did make it, but now that you're there, you have climbed up and are prone and stuck there, and you need a strength saving throw to get up out of the gunk.
And is that my turn?
Well,
he
that
wants me to lose.
it took your movement to climb, so you still have a action and a bonus action.
Can I use my action to break free?
You can certainly try.
All right.
His last words.
Yeah. I feel bad.
Wow. You guys have such good faith in me.
Well, I am a douchey DM. I made this. This is hard. I'm excited to see how you do. How about this? Come on, guys. You got this, bro. You got this.
19.
you did it.
So as you're starting to pull up and the stickiness, you start to break and you're pulled back down. You did not succeed.
Yeah.
I didn't succeed?
Look on his face. priceless. You did not break free.
Yeah, remember when I had to do a 21? You said if I rolled any lower, I would have been stuck. That's you.
You are now you are basically kissing this gunk ground, as you are pinned to it.
You can still Misty Step.
Hey.
You could.
Where
You
to?
could.
All
Doesn't
right.
mean you have to.
You still have a bonus action, Chiron.
Up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Nah, I'm not gonna waste my spell.
All right. The second Hellwasp kind of flies in and flies directly into Zorax and tries to shove you right into the gooey stickiness on the side of the wall.
Brain power to think that.
Not really. They're not actually stupid. They're smart creatures. They have telepathy and everything.
Oh,
And they
just
have-
kidding. My bad.
You have to beat
They have a hive mind if you.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't actually succeed in the checks to know all that. I'm watching you.
Oh, now
Our
that I
show's
got-
about you tomorrow, by the
You
way.
mentioned it last session.
What do I have to
I'm
succeed?
watching you. You got to beat 22.
That didn't happen.
This buzzing thing comes in, it crosses its blades and smashes into you, and you become like a bug on one of the fly traps as you get stuck right to the side of this amber-like tower. I guess I don't.
Fuck.
This nest. It's a nest. And it is going to use its next action to make an attack.
Fair.
So I got a question. I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do as a DM, but I'm curious. If you're stuck to something on a wall, would you classify that as being prone?
I would see why. I wouldn't see why not. I mean, I technically am down.
Like
I'm just
this.
down into a wall.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I thought, but I always like hearing other people's thoughts on that. Anybody else?
I agree.
Well, then that's
First, I'd say no, but because you're vertical, we compare it with gravity, so.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm literally
actually-
incapable of movement. Isn't that what prone
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
was gonna
means?
say if he was incapable of movement right now, I would say yeah, he would be considered prone.
Yeah, that's kind of what I decided to
You're
go.
incapable of movement. Just have.
And means you're like, I don't know, you're on your
Prone means
stomach.
lying flat, especially face downward.
Especially, yeah. All right, so this thing
So,
makes
yes.
a stinger attack towards you
gonna
for 26
That's
AC.
got me.
I'm pretty sure that's going to get you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go. Constitution. Fuck me today. 12. Am I poisoned?
So you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage and 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And you succeeded as the stinging hot, this thing, like its big giant ass thing, smashes into your side, piercing your armor, and dumps what feels like liquid hot magma into your insides. Once again, you can feel the heat running up and down through your veins. And after a moment, it wears off as it's kind of hovering over top of you. Merle.
That was close.
Wait,
All right.
did I skip Zorax?
No, I went first.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, okay. It's because Merle's last, but Merle went first because I gave him the option to because he was flying up first. All right,
Yeah.
Merle, what are you gonna do?
Well, I blessed him before. I bless him again.
All right, you're
Like I
blasting
said,
the
plan.
same one.
Yeah, like I can do anything else. Let's be real here. All right, it's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That's not gonna do it.
18 misses.
Yeah, I think I actually think I thought that was lower than it was. It's a 19. I thought it was a 9 earlier. I don't remember what you
These
rolled.
things are buff as shit.
Yeah, I don't. Let me double check because I'm looking at two different screens.
Let me look at
No,
Hellwasp.
the Hellwasp, it's 19. I don't know what you rolled earlier, but
So I technically know it anyway.
Yeah, you would because of your knowledge seeking. So 19 is the AC, so I don't think you're gonna hit it. What did you get last time? Did I let you have it?
Oh, wait.
He
I'm
he
sorry,
went
it is
way higher
19.
than 19.
Yeah, I think so, but I thought it was 9
Wait,
last time.
I did roll 19.
Okay.
Apparently,
Math
I rolled a
wrong.
19.
I rolled an 11. My modifier is 8, not 7.
Okay. I believe you because I'm not a dick, and I have faith in
course.
my players.
Oh my god, these
Sometimes.
things are terrifying. Looking.
Yeah, they are. The stats are disgusting. All
the
right, so yes, you blast this icy chilly blast at this. Give me a damage roll.
14. If I was cheating, I'd be using a way higher number. No.
You manage to hit it with your ice cold beam and let it chill as its wings begin to sputter and stop, and the damn thing falls out of the sky and splatters on the ground in an icy shattering thing. Your attack is super effective.
Okay.
So I just want to note, these things have as much intelligence as a common man.
Yeah, that's why I said they're not stupid. But you wouldn't know that unless they talk to you, which they're not going to.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to, yeah.
All right, so
I guess I should have asked before. So, given my past research, do I know what these things are?
they're Hellwasps.
Yeah, we know what they are.
You know that they are immune to fire, and you have discovered that they are vulnerable to cold. They are
Yeah.
intelligent
No
creatures
complaints.
with sword-like talons and stingers that can paralyze you.
Okay.
Yeah. They
All right.
ain't good.
All right. Anything else, Merle?
I'll do it.
All right. You killed my Hellwasp. Zorax, you are stuck to the side of this gooey
Yeah, I'm-
amber gunk.
I'm stuck as fuck, dude.
Like stuck in instant cement.
Kind of.
Kinda.
Except I think it'd be easier to get out of instant cement, to be honest.
Probably. My options are limited. Is the Hellwasp still in front of me?
Yes, he killed the other one.
I'm going to try and grab it.
Okay.
I'm going to try and just be like,
Come in here with me, bastard. You can
Pretty
certainly
much.
try to do that. So it's a contested grapple. He's certainly going to
well,
use strength.
first I have to get out first, right? I have to rip myself free
No,
from this
it ju-
stuff.
To my understanding, let me double check. This stuff just makes you restrained. What is it? Makes you restrained. So whatever limitations come with that.
Oh,
Movement
boy.
0.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
know
more than that though, isn't it?
Strained 5e.
Hang on, I got my DM screen right here.
I was gonna say I was gonna look at mine.
So
in a
yeah,
second.
so restrained
I
creature
think-
speed is 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. Its attacks rolls against creatures have attack rolls against the creature that is restrained have advantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dex save. So you can still do all of your regular actions. You just will have disadvantage.
and I can't
with
move.
on your attacks. Yeah, and you can't go nowhere, which is kind of
All right.
good because at least you can't fall to
know,
your death, right?
Yeah, at least I can't die.
Well, you can't fall to your
Uh,
death. I wouldn't say you can't die. There's plenty of
I get it,
opportunity
that's
to
fine.
get your head removed. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab this thing. Contested.
Yeah, I got a 15, so
I rolled a 13, so that's a 19.
yeah, you
From
got a
me.
hold of it. You managed to get a hold of its buzzing wheezes and just kind of like stopped it, and it's like vibrating you.
And then I do one of these.
And it gets
And I-
stuck right next to you. It's buzzers, and you hear and he kind of hisses with he says something like dark and cursory and infernal that comes out as a with a long S. Do you speak infernal?
Nope.
Okay, you don't
I do.
understand what he
I'm
said.
just looking at him like, I bet you're pissed.
Yeah, Chiron, you hear a curse word in infernal, like damn you or something. I can't think of a good one that an insect would do, but
And the
By
only
the
thing you can think
queen.
of is, what the hell did Zorax just do? The man stuck to a wall. What happened?
anything else Zorax is
What
gonna do?
imagine
Bonus action.
I can't do much else, sir. So it's your turn.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have multi-attack, don't you?
Oh yeah, I can hit him.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. I was gonna say because grapple's a
I
special
think you should
attack.
pin him to the wall.
What was that?
He did.
I think you should try to pin him to the wall.
Isn't he in the wall? I
He
just
is.
threw him there.
Yeah, he pinned him. Unless you're
mind.
talking about him using his grapple pin, which really isn't any different than this one because it restrains him, I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All
Yeah.
right. So yeah, you're gonna make an attack roll. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him real quick.
With
I
what?
have advantage.
Yeah.
With a longsword.
Do you? He's
What-
prone. You have disadvantage, so it's just
Oh
regular.
yeah, we both have disadvantage and a yeah.
So it's just a regular roll.
Yeah, it's just a regular roll. You're right. What am I thinking? Hey, cool. That worked out. It's 23 to hit. I
That'll
hit.
do it.
Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
See,
wail on
you
him
know
with
what I don't
a
understand? How
pistol.
come some DMs get so upset when players know statistics? Like,
I do 8 damage.
I mean, I changed the.
If
hit
you ask
points
me,
up.
that
I go,
that just makes the DM's job a lot easier.
We're gonna be talking about a lot of this tomorrow on Sunday on the show. I'm excited. I know Ian's been wanting to talk metagaming for a while.
I do
all
one of these. I'm like,
Didn't,
oh god,
didn't
my sword's
Monty
stuck in
complain
you.
about how the DM got mad when a mage has an acid splash on the unknown humanoid?
Acid splash.
Oh, acid splash.
All right, so
Did 8 sword damage.
yeah, you slash into it. You're kind of sticky and you're struggling to get free, but you managed to get your. What did you stab him with? The short.
I pulled up my longsword and was like,
All right, so what'd you do with the other stuff? Did you try to put it away in the gook?
as best I can. It's just hanging on the wall. It'll
All right,
be
you
there.
just like you'll come back for it. You pull out, you kind of stick and pop out and pull out your sword, and you jam it right in its its thorax. They got thoraxes, right?
Yeah,
Looks
I
like a
guess. Why
thorax.
not, right? That's
And
what it's
this
called.
gooey green gook starts dripping out, and it hisses and curses at you in Infernal. Anything else, Zorax?
I tell him, man, you're gross.
You hear a bzzz.
You and all your things.
And at that moment, Chiron standing over you, another one comes from down the hall and hovers over top of you and starts viciously assaulting you. Because you're prone, it has advantage. 26. That's a good roll.
Hits.
So you'll take 8. There we go. You'll take 8 piercing damage and 7 fire damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Not looking so good.
Yeah, he's gonna attack you again too.
22 on the con save.
Yep. You're gonna succeed. You're able to burn off the rush of hotness. It makes another attack with advantage and hits for 24.
Dang it.
Yeah, he's not doing very good. And you'll take another 8 plus 2d6 fire damage, and I need another con save. As it hisses and clicks, and you can see its little mandibles kind of ready to devour you. It kind of moves its head right over to yours as it's slashing at you, and you can see this amber-like gook dripping out of its mouth, and it lands upon your face with a
15 con save.
that'll do it. You'll succeed.
I'm just thinking right now, I'm like, you know,
What was the fire damage?
It's 7.
3.
3 for you because you have resistance.
It's 3. So you would take like 10 damage.
Yep.
Still a lot, but
And the other one that is stuck to the wall because of frickin' Zorax using my own strategy against me. It's gonna try to viciously assault him. Well, that's a 2 on the first attack, not gonna do it. And a 6
He's like-
plus 7's not gonna do it either. All right, so it's like it's wings and it's stuff. It's all just effing stuck, and it can't move. So you start to see something weird. Its mouth turns and starts like eating the stuff around it and absorbing it, and you start to see him starting to try to eat himself free. What are you going to do, Chiron? This thing is standing over top you. That's dripping this gook onto you.
Would it take my movement to break free of the muck?
No, it takes an action.
Nah.
There is a way
And I'm
out of it,
Misty Step.
but the real question is Misty Step to where?
Well, it says I can move up to. Hang
Back
on.
outside, just
And then fall.
Well, it says I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Mhm.
yeah. So it could be right behind him and be like, nothing personnel, kid. And just stab.
Just for clarification, though, you still, while you won't be prone no more, you'll still be stuck wherever you go, if you touch anywhere on the inside here, because it hasn't been frozen by your buddy yet.
Yeah.
But at least you won't be
that's true.
prone, which is doing you a big disservice right now. But that's up to you how you want to approach this. You can attack at disadvantage if you want. You can try to grapple too. I don't think it'll affect your grapple check though, being prone.
Nope. Does not
You know
affect
what?
your check.
You know what? Screw it. Misty
just-
Step.
Where,
one of these.
Where are you misty stepping to?
Right behind the thing.
Oh, right above him. I love it. So you poof out of nowhere and teleport above him, and you're floating above him for just a
no,
second.
behind him.
Oh, okay, that's less cool. So you poof, and you're right behind him in a silvery mist there. Your feet are back into some sticky stuff. I was expecting him to teleport like above him and then grab onto him or something. So you get behind him. You do you draw a weapon or anything? Do you try to grapple him? What do you do?
The Blade of Bahamut.
Oh man, make him suffer. Oh fuck, I gotta look that up because I forgot everything I let that thing do.
Don't worry, I have the basic stats with me.
He's like, I got it right here. Don't you worry. Give him the blade. Give him the Bahamut blade.
yeah,
The God Sword.
the Holy Sword.
As the Halo theme starts playing.
8.
21
21 for the first, 24 for the second.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Double hit.
Melt his
And I'm
face.
doing it because my shield is on my left shoulder pauldron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this two-handed.
Oh, nice. Versatile, baby. Bring it in good.
So that. So the first one is, hang on, is 8 points of slashing damage, and the second one is 11 points of slashing damage.
So you just start cutting in all sorts of intricate shapes, very much Zorro style, with a and are able to cut through its thorax, a couple parts in its wings. It does manage to parry a few of your blows with its steel-like talons, sword-like talons, but you're able to land a couple good solid blows. This green ichor dripping down its wounds, and it hisses and curses at you and says, "You dare to enter our home? You
Give us back our Holophant and we'll leave.
never."
Then you'll die.
I was gonna say it. Then death.
We shall see.
You have chosen death.
Anything else, Chiron?
Nope.
Merle, your boy is Chiron is up in the entryway. Zorax and his enemy are stuck right up against the big gluey area. What are you gonna do?
Magic gun go pew pew.
Also, you should know that
Alright.
because you teleported Chiron, you are no longer tethered to your line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, 16, so that misses.
Well, at least I'm stuck so that they don't have to drag me out and drop me.
They just take you. They just untie your shoes and just
Do you have
gank.
just the one attack? Okay. I thought you not have your little blaster guy, or.
Oh, it's been over an hour, so it's gone.
Oh no, that sucks. All right, so you see, you hold out your gun and you're trying to get a good aim, but the struggle between Zorax and this Hellwasp is making it difficult. And unfortunately, when you release your blast from your gun, it catches on Zorax's weapon and kind of redirects it, and it freezes a little section above it. And the creature's kind of, its little mandibles turn into and hisses at you. Anything else, Merle?
Nope.
Zorax, you were very close to being turned to a Zorsicle.
I look over at Merle briefly, like this, doing one of these, like, what are you aiming at?
I missed.
Ah,
He doesn't even fuck around. I was aiming at him, clearly.
yeah. That's fair. Hey, what do we got here? What's my? Now the smart thing would be to grab my javelin that I just grabbed over here, yank that out, and plunge it into the thorax of this guy, so he's stuck there. He's pinned
He's already
by a
pinned.
javelin. Now,
All right, give me a strength check to see if you can pull it free.
that's the issue. I'm like, I don't really want to do that. Besides, I kind of want to just leave this thing alone and just kind of get on out of here. Is it possible, to kind of force my way up to the next floor?
You can certainly
Somehow.
try. You would need to get free, so I need a strength saving throw, or a strength athletics check to break free.
It was a saving throw.
No, it was a
To
athletics
climb?
check.
To break it, it is not a saving throw. To break it, once you're there, is an athletics check.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not actively like attacking you, like you trying to like hold open a gate. You're just kind of stuck. You're pushing yourself to get free. It makes sense to me, but yeah, I guess I'll just athletics check this. I'm gonna say bye-bye to Bug Friend. Shit. Hey, I did it! 24.
So with a loud, you break free. You're struggling, and it's so funny. It's very like rubber bandy, and it pulls you back, and you twist. But you were able to work yourself up to where it was eating, so you break yourself free, and you start climbing up. You're able to make it to the door, but it does get an opportunity attack, albeit at disadvantage. But
Yeah! Because it's prone.
yeah, it's not.
Restrained,
It's
I
not going.
guess.
So it's trying to swat at you, and you see its claws just kind of get pulled back as it's trying to get you, and it continues to try to eat itself out, make itself free.
I kind of just laugh at him like, eh!
All right,
You'd
you have
think
a
it'd
bonus
be a-
action.
Think it'd be a bit easier for these guys to kind of come get me. I don't know. When they're inside their own sticky substance. I guess they fly, right?
They
I don't
do.
know.
They usually fly around, so
Yeah, they're not usually stuck in their own gooey mess.
You got a
I
bonus
have
action?
movement, right?
it's easier. It is for it is easier for them to get out of it than it is for you.
Do I have movement?
No,
no?
it was a short distance, and because of the terrain, it's also difficult terrain, so it basically
Yeah.
gets you to the edge, and just on top of that first
Um,
entrance, where you can
these are
see
kinda-
Chiron standing behind, fighting another one that you didn't know was there.
I'm just kind of surprised. I'm like, oh, well, great. There's more of them. I am going to. Here's a bonus action. Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself. Just keep it there. It's gonna use my last spell slot.
Okay,
I'm getting fucked up pretty hard, so I kind of want to
Yeah.
survive.
I can see that. All right.
So I'm kind of having this like little like heat wave almost. Well, it's not as much of a heat wave anymore. It kind of is, but like now you guys are starting to see like black and purple kind of emanate off me now.
Chiron, this critter is going to do a contested check, and he's going to try to shove you prone. You have to beat
That's
a
rough, buddy.
16, so that should be pretty easy.
16 shouldn't be that
Yeah,
bad.
Athletics
I
check?
didn't roll very good. No, it would be
Yes.
either athletics or dexterity. You get to choose as the defender.
Athletics. 13.
Oof.
This thing hits you with its big, bulbousy, thorax thing. I think that's what that's called, where its stinger's at, and plops you back into it, the thick ass golden pudding, and it follows up with a stinger strike with advantage. I don't think that's gonna hit.
What'd you get?
20.
That just misses.
So the stinger comes in, and you try to block, and it catches in most of the little gunk just before it pulls your arm back into locking you into place, and you're fighting and struggling, and it's trying to pierce it, and you're moving just enough to by a hair you're able to avoid this deadly burning searing stinger. The other one is going to try to break free. Nice. 20. And it pulls itself free from the gunk and is going to fly towards Merle. It's going to get within engage range, but it unfortunately took its action to break free. So it is now...
Sucker.
He's like, sucker! It is now Chiron's turn.
Apparently, it is the abdomen where the stinger is located.
Okay, well, thank you for whoever corrected
Yeah.
that, because I have no
the
idea.
thorax
Is that the
is,
chest?
if you look at it's like the chest area.
Okay, so the abdomen. So all
Weirdly.
the people that are losing their shit that are listening to this now and in the future that I got it wrong, I'm not an expert.
I just looked it up, so
I appreciate that, making
Okay.
sure that I'm accurate.
because I was
Okay, for my
wondering myself, I was like, I think that's.
What are you going to do, Chiron?
Well, you're
Attack
prone
with
again.
disadvantage.
You gonna attack with disadvantage?
You're
Yeah.
a hero.
Make it happen. You have 2
I
attacks,
believe
right?
in you.
You can do it!
You got 2 chances.
I
to
love his
switch this
chair.
thing.
His chair is so nice.
My chair.
No,
His chair.
Matt's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think red would look a little better, but I think that's just preference.
I think those chairs are so uncomfortable. Personally, I love my chair. It's all just mesh and nice, and
oh,
it helps
man.
my back.
The mesh ones are nice in the summertime because they're breezy, but then I got a fan that blows my balls, so it's all good now.
Okay, so 18 for the first hit, 21 for the second.
The second one will hit.
No, wait, that's
I'm-
the wrong sword. Darn it. Hang on. I chose the wrong long sword for
Not the magical one.
So it should
No,
mean
it was-
you have a 20 and a 23.
No, I just chose something. I just chose the wrong thing. May I re-roll that attack?
Sure.
Whatever makes you happier, buddy.
Doesn't bug me none.
That was worse. No, wait.
I'm not
It was
gonna
the
let you keep re-rolling, bro. Till you get something
It's
really
fine.
good. I got
11
4,
for that
and
one.
then I got 1. Damn.
11 for that one, 21 for the other one.
Yeah, there you go.
To hit or damage?
Still got 1 hit.
To hit.
Yeah, you still got 1 hit.
I don't think I can be versatile while being stuck.
Yeah, you can.
Can.
There's
Yeah.
no mechanical restriction other than you,
You just
are
can't
restrained,
move. And you have disadvantage.
and you have disadvantage on deck saves,
Yeah.
which
that's
would
it.
really suck if they had some sort of ability that attacked decks, because you guys would be boned.
I would not be
13
doing
points of slashing damage.
well. Hell yeah. Bopped him.
Okay, hang on, I gotta do some math really quick. I are math. How does it end?
Oh shit! You killed it. Good job. Oh yeah.
So one of the attacks just straight up misses from an overhead spin strike, but
Blame the
he
sticky.
comes with a downward diagonal strike, cutting it right through the center of its body.
Ooh, it falls green going all over the inside.
And then my body just goes lax for a minute because he is looking rough.
Because he's stuck in the ground. He's like, uh, I can't move anyway. May as well lay here for a second.
Anything
Pretty
else
much.
with your movement or bonus?
I'm stuck, aren't I?
Yeah, you're restrained. I'm an idiot. Anything with your
I was gonna
bonus?
say,
I got nothing.
All right. Merle.
Isn't it dead?
His is, but the one that's fighting you isn't, because another one flew in. So in all, there was 3. You froze one and it
Okay.
fell, and then one came through the third floor tunnel or second. Shit, what floor are you on? I forgot already. Third floor?
should be on the second,
I think you're on the second. Yeah, because you fell.
second or third.
All right, I
one of
missed that one then.
And then the other one came, but you're still fighting the one that was fighting Zorax when he was pinned to the wall.
Yeah.
On that one to attack.
That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. So this thing is all up in your face. It's twisting, it's cutting. Your aim is not great. It does the kind of cross arm thing with its sword arms and catches the blast full and just splatters it off. So you miss. Anything else?
Nope.
Woo, I can tell you guys are running low on resources, huh? All right, top of the initiative, Zorax. You've made it to the top. You have
Now
to.
we're here.
But you are so when you climb up, you are prone when you climb up out of the thing. So you will have to stand up and break free of the gunk at the top layer. That happened to somebody else earlier too, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Matt.
Making sure I'm being consistent.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Throw a javelin.
I was thinking. I was like, I'm gonna. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stand up.
All right, give me an athletics check.
That's a pain in the ass when I say I'm gonna stand up. Roll. Okay.
This is
That's a
certainly interesting
fucking-
terrain.
Fucking. I got an 8.
So as you try to stand up, you try to get your arms below you, and as you've climbed up here, you push and you fall right back into place. Anything else?
You hear a disappointed sigh. And then I end my turn.
All right, the critter is all up in your face there.
Well, I guess I can
Merle,
crawl because I'm only prone, right?
but you're
So I can
restrained.
crawl a little bit. Oh, am I still restrained? Okay.
Yeah, when you're in the gook, you're restrained.
Okay.
Unless you're, yeah, no, you're restrained. It's
Yeah. I look over to Chiron. Hey, how's it going?
I'm sorry, Merle. I just
you roll
rolled
nat
a crit.
20?
I crit. I did with his first attack. So that's going
Okay.
to be 1d8 twice plus 2d8 plus 4d6. Ouch.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna kill Merle.
Oh my god. I
Attack me
hope not.
twice, right?
Well,
He
only
does
I only rolled 1 hit so far, but he does get 2 attacks. Okay, so that's 4d6 plus 2d8.
That's a lot.
It is. Merle. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
It does happen.
Yeah, I know. That is the risk of it being an adventure. Oh my god, that's so many dice. All right, let's begin the addition. 11, 13, 16 fire damage,
Okay.
and 9, 13 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And I
How
need
much altogether?
shit. I already done forgot. Was it?
13 and 16.
Yeah.
So 19?
Yes. And I need a
We
concentration.
said 13 and 16.
I don't know. Here, let me count.
That's
Again.
29.
That's 29.
Let me
Right,
count
29.
again.
I was like, hold on, that's not adding up right.
They are
6,
3.
11.
So I'm down to 23.
Yep, you're right.
I'm down to 23. All right.
All right. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, another that one.
So that's unfortunate because you're poisoned for 1 minute and you are paralyzed. What is the what is the does your magical boots have the hover description, or do you fall out of the sky when you're paralyzed?
Oh
I
my
remember we looked
god.
this up one time. I think part of it too is your means of flying magical or physical.
Yeah,
And
I
this
don't.
is
Well, most
magical.
certain items say that you like have
So-
the hover mechanic. Like I know that's specific with monsters too.
It doesn't say hover anywhere, so
Was it boots of?
wing
Is it
boots.
just boots of flying? Oh, wing boots. Wing boots.
A winged boot.
Yeah, because when you're paralyzed, you're. What is? Can you read me the description on your wing boots, please? Because I don't want you
I
to
got her.
fall to your death if it's not warranted.
It just says you have a fly speed equal to your walking speed.
Yeah, and when you're paralyzed, a creature is incapacitated, which means you can't move or speak, which means your fly speed and your move speed becomes 0. I'm torn here.
You
And-
can use the boost flap to 4. No, that's not it.
Hang on a second. Falling with wing. Looks like there's a sage advice question on this very topic.
Oh, good. Sage device. What does the sage device say?
Oh wait, it's just on the fly spell.
That sucks because that certainly you would fall out of the sky with that. What's
Yeah,
it called?
second.
Winged boots.
Fly spell. Second. Wait, check. Okay, Crawford says the character hovers. Check out the flying movement on player's handbook. Fly spell.
It
The
look,
fly spell doesn't mention hovering, so.
yeah. I would say you won't fall. We'll give that to you. But you are paralyzed. This searing
I want to
hot.
imagine he kind of just like goes like this. Like if these are his legs, he just goes, but he's just dangling.
He's hanging upside down like those anti-gravity workout boots.
Mhm.
So you guys look over, Zorax, you see over as you look down and you just see Merle just, as this thing is slithering over top of him, its wings beating. It looks like it's ready to turn him into a shish kebab.
You know what else
then-
sucks about being paralyzed?
Yeah, he gets another attack.
And it's a crit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ah. And it automatically hits, I'm pretty sure, too, right? Yeah, because it's a crit. Yeah. If the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah. And they're not stupid, so they would certainly...
Yeah. Well, I'll recover your body once I get the
This-
fuck out of this gunk.
This creature grabs a hold of Merle and soars up to the top level into the same place he took Lulu.
Oh, boy.
What
Oh,
are you
no.
going to do, Zorax?
In that case, that saves you from spilling a plot point.
Don't get too excited. It's not over yet. What are you guys going to do? He just flew off with your bro.
I'm thinking, admittedly.
He also was the way that you guys were able to successfully traverse this nectar-infested cavern.
Got no spells. I know he wasn't within 10 feet of me.
Why?
Because I could have void grabbed him, I guess, but I didn't think about that until just now. So that would have been such a long redaction to begin with.
Opportunity attack.
Or, well, he's not within 5 feet.
He wasn't within range, is what he was saying. All right, so your buddy has been just flown off by one of these Hellwasps. So now they have 2 people that you need to rescue.
As I see Merle kind of go in, as I realize how absolutely powerless and drained I am, which obviously is infuriating, I look over to Chiron. I whip my head around. I'm like, "Do you see this shit?"
Yeah.
Can you? I see you're kind of only face up over there. Can you actually turn your head still?
I am.
Okay. So now you know what we got to do, right?
What happened?
Merle got stolen, like Lulu.
They stole Merle.
You see Chiron hang his head over.
I have a plan.
Crazy.
It's not a good plan.
Do tell your plan. I'm sure it's as stupid as climbing out on the outside of a freaking sack tower.
That worked. We got here.
And Justin,
Yes, sir.
just for future reference, flying movement on page 191. Flying creatures enjoy blah blah blah. If a flying creature is not prone, speed reduces 0 or is otherwise deprived of the ability to move. They fall unless he has the ability to hover or is being held aloft by magic, such as a fly spell.
So you were
That's a
being
good
held off by the magic boots.
That worked out anyway, so that's good.
I'm glad I went that direction.
So,
Thank you.
I had the player's handbook, I just didn't know where to look. So I have 2 ideas. One, we fight through this shit, which is obviously going to be a problem as I motion trying to move my hands and they slap back into the molasses. Part 2 of this idea that I have is we play dead, and then they drag us up there. It's like getting chauffeured by Hellwasps. It's just hope they don't poison us on the way. But they're also smart, so I doubt that would work. So we're gonna have to fight.
Let's play dead.
Not brilliant either.
You're not there.
The play dead is that's very clever. That's really clever. Is that your
Oh my
guys'
God.
plan?
I
Let's
think
play dead. And I try to sheath the Bahamut blade.
And then you can feel the gunk getting into its sheath.
as it pours back out because it only has enough room for the sword.
I'm gonna need perception checks from both, or performance checks. Well, you're pretending to die. Is that performance or would that be deception? Because I think pretending to die would be performance. I think.
Because deception is lying. I'm not lying to them.
Well, or putting on masks and stuff.
Hang on. Here's the description for performance. Determines how well you can delight an audience with music, dance, acting, storytelling, or some other form of entertainment.
I'd say it's bluff.
You mean deception?
The deception check determines whether you can convincingly hide the truth, either verbally or through your actions. This deception
through your
Okay,
actions.
so yeah, deception.
Deception it is.
Okay.
I'll need some deception checks, please.
My deception's 5. I don't know about yours. Would it
+3.
be easier to play dead since we're in the gunk and we can just lie motionless?
I would grant you advantage for that.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
That's all I need to do. Shit, I need to grab this guy. I'll grab another D20. Well, advantage didn't do a whole lot for me, but hopefully it did a lot
Well, remember,
for
it's a contested check, so doesn't mean they do
15.
super good.
you. 13. I have a +5, and I still shafted
So
that
you guys
roll.
spend a few minutes coming up with this kind of plan. Merle, your eyes start to waken up, or start to open, a little bit. You were, something within you just stopped working, that burning inside of your body. But unfortunately, as you look out, all you see is a distorted giant room with amber, like you're looking through an amber, I don't want to say bubble, like a thick opaque glass. You can see through it,
Yeah.
like a bowl, like a crappy distorted bowl that your grandma probably has. And you can see kind of what's going on, but you can't see very thoroughly. And what's worse is you can feel your flesh burning. It's almost like whatever you're in is eating your flesh slowly. And as you look around, you can see inside this cocoon with you are thousands of these little worms, probably no more than an inch long. And they have these little they have these two little clawy mandibles as they're working up and down your body, and the gook has got you stuck here. You can't move, but you can feel them writhing all between your legs and up your back and moving up your neck into your around your face, into your ears, and one coming up over your eye, and you can see it as they're snipping and biting. And you realize now that pain isn't melting. It's these things are literally eating you alive. I need a Constitution saving throw.
This pretty much supports my earlier statement. He just takes us to the grossest places.
All right, Constitution's gonna be a 21.
Ooh, nice. You will take 5 points of acid damage. And your team is now on a timer. I have here an escalation die. What this is going to do is you will still be included and you will still get around every turn as they make their way around. This basically is a counter till these things eat you alive. And we'll see how well that goes. That's not a good die because that's got 7 on it, but there's no 1. So that's no advantage to you. So we'll start at a 6 for now. So, but what you can see through this distortion of these things eating you alive in your flesh is you can see a bunch of other creatures, much like yourself, in a kind of a similar thing. You see some angels, a couple devils, some demons, a few different, races and humans. They're all...
So these things don't give a fuck about anybody.
No, they don't. And just next to you, you can move your eyes just enough to see a tiny little golden sphere of energy radiating inside of an orange bubble. You recognize that glow, Merle. That is Lulu. She has encased...
That's your way out.
She encased herself in some sort of barrier that is stopping the creatures from getting to her. But all around this glowing orb inside of this cocoon are these maggot-like worms crawling all around it. And you can see it gradually dimming and getting weaker with every second that passes. I'm going to need initiative rolls from all of you again, just so I can track order here. Maybe. There.
Roll low, crap.
I've never
12.
heard that. Rollo. Merle's got a what?
20.
Zorax?
Damn, I got a 12.
Oh, no. Is that a 3?
3? Oh,
So,
my God.
For the purpose of this initiative roll, every turn won't be 6 seconds. We are going to convert it to about a minute. Basically, you have...
About 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Yeah, actually.
To save our friend. Makes sense, I guess. 7 minutes is probably generous, seeing as how many of these things are on him.
Yeah. All right. So, Merle, these things are crawling all over you. They are eating. They are biting. It hurts. It's torture. What do you want to try to do? Your brain's
I wish
kind of
I
foggy.
was the one in there.
Your brain's kind of foggy at this moment as you come out from this poison that had paralyzed and weakened you.
Because I would have just like radiant consumption, just burned everything alive in there.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Am I still paralyzed?
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
You are not paralyzed, but you are stuck in the similar gunk with another layer of something on top of you, including all these, the swarm of whatever these are. You can assume that they look like larvae.
All right.
I would have
Very
been like,
dumb.
roll a wisdom
Spell
save because you're probably terrified. Because I sure as fuck would be.
I bet. It's scary stuff.
I don't know if this will work, but it may or may not buy me time. Am I able to cast spells?
You can try. I would say no somatic components, which really isn't a problem for you, I don't think.
No, you're a warcaster.
Because you have warcasters, so that's not even a problem. You can try.
You can think a spell and it works.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, and what does that do?
Fun stuff. I get the precise.
I'm gonna need a
wording.
little
It's-
more detail than
so-
fun stuff.
Oh, that's a nasty spell with so many larvae attacking him.
So it's a bonus action.
Okay.
It's for 1 minute. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature within an attack, or with an attack or your harmful spell, must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. So they could eat each other.
I
in
like
theory.
that.
This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area attacks, such as an explosion from a fireball. If the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, spell ends.
Okay, so
So he could effectively give himself double the time because they'd all eat half of each other.
Well,
effectively.
they're also a
Should they
swarm
fail.
too. So give me a second to think about this because his turn will be a minute. So I have to
Right.
I say what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reduce all the damage that you normally would take on your turn by the con save already by half. What
Okay.
that'll do is that'll be representation of them turning on themselves and devouring them, and I'm basically bring the swarm down to half health because you did that. And since it lasts a whole minute, it'll affect this entire round's worth of damage.
Right.
Can I just say kudos to you on that because that
pretty
was a pretty clever way to do that. How does your sanctuary look like? Is it like what do you got going on there?
Kind of. Oh, looks like a like a astral rotating gear that's about 30 feet wide.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
cool.
I just said I brought an actual sanctuary with me and just
just builds up around him. So as you channel this energy, this big giant like gear thing comes out, and all of the insect, the little critter is looking you right in the eye, and it coils back like a snake ready to strike, and then you see it kind of twitch and then turn and start attacking another one. And as you kind of look down, you can see kind of them, scrambling all around your body. The heat and burning pain you are getting is much less, but unfortunately is still there as they recover after about a minute.
Sure.
Which means this will go down 1 to 6. I need you still to give me a Constitution saving throw, but instead of 4d6, it's only 2d6.
All right. It's going to be. You know what? I'm going to roll my human aptitude. Was that bad?
For those people who don't know what that is, can you tell us?
All right. Hang on. First off, I never seen me a 14, and second of all, we are using talent from a.
my handy dandy supplement.
Player options,
Indeed.
right?
Yep.
All right, so that is 7 points of acid damage as these things are biting and piercing into you still. That was a really good use of that. Zorax, what is the plan? What are you guys doing? You guys played dead.
I rolled a 15 on my deception check.
I
Alright.
only rolled a 13.
All right, so as you guys are playing dead, you're waiting there and you're waiting there, and it seems like a while until one finally comes by and it kind of it kind of scurries about and it lands on top of the remains of its buddy, and it comes in, it kind of starts crawling over you, and kind of starts poking you a little bit, trying to get a reaction out of you. It pokes and prods and kind of crawls on top of you and
I'm so glad I have a fucking mask.
and you start to feel this thing start to cut away of the gunk around you. And kind of, it scrapes you out, Zorax, and it starts lifting you, and it takes you, it picks you up and kind of carries you out of the floor and takes you through the air to the top floor. You can hear it kind of all inside of you as you're coming in. You are caught unaware by an absolutely terrifying sight. Why don't you give me a wisdom saving throw?
By all my friends being eaten, you mean? Ooh, okay. Good wisdom. You said wisdom, right?
Yep.
26.
Great.
I am fearless.
Yes, you stare stone cold at this scene that I'm not going to describe until Chiron gets up there. While this thing is hovering over and carrying you in, you still have an opportunity to do anything before it sets you down. Do you want to do anything?
Well, the thing I don't know what I'm looking at now, so I have to know.
Okay, so
before
I'm
I
going to
make
pause.
this informed decision.
I will pause right there, and I will go and. So, Chiron, this
Do you want to go to like general real quick or something, or do you want to like?
No, I got it. It's fine.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'm just gonna come back to you and then have you go in order from Chiron, as he comes up with you.
That works for me.
So Chiron, this thing scoops you out. It starts eating the stuff around, and it gets a hold of you and it lifts to the top. And you see you see this horrifying sight. Give me a wisdom saving throw as you guys see hundreds upon hundreds of these vertical pods that contain dwarfs, humans, devils, angels, all stuck inside these pods, and you can see their bodies twisting and worming underneath whatever this container, this hive-like container that is holding these creatures. And you see a horrible sight as one splits open and you see it kind of push out, and you see another one of these ugly, disgusting Hellwasps start to break free. But it's not one, it's dozens and dozens of little tiny ones kind of crawling out of this thing. And you realize now that what you're seeing is some sort of hatching process. And in the distance, you see two, about 10 feet apart from each other. One that you can surely see Merle's face. And then the one to the right of that is a small, faintly glowing orb, a round orb that's keeping something. It almost looks like it's wiggling alive, but at this distance it's hard to tell. And these things start flying over to these big empty sacks. Chiron, what was your saving throw?
26.
Holy shit, we're gods!
You have steeled your resolve. This sight
Holy
is
shit, we're good at this
terrifying,
shit,
but-
apparently.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
natural 19 plus 7.
All right, Zorax. So back to what Zorax was. So this thing is hovering just 10 feet and is moving towards this giant oval, what you now realize is some sort of cocoon to place you in it.
Could I reliably drop onto one of these columns and just hope I'm land near either Merle or presumably the Holophant?
Reliably, give me a perception check, please.
Because my other idea is just to grab this thing by the fucking head and steer it into one of them.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. My perception is 16.
So you do notice that the pods themselves don't seem to be made of the same material as the walls, as far as you can tell.
That's kind of worrying.
Are they within range? Not really. In order for you to get him to steer you there, you would really need to overpower him. So the short answer is you can certainly try.
I got nothing but features. What do I got here?
Oh, man. I meant to turn on this chat app, but I can't follow this and pay attention to the game at the same time.
Also, quick question to the DM, because I feel like we would know this. Well, I would know this, maybe not Chiron. Wouldn't there be a queen in one of these damn things?
So now you got me torn, because you guys spent all this time learning about demons and devils, but not necessarily all the other creatures.
I
But
guess that's fair. No,
say,
that's fair.
I would say you know that a hive like this usually has a queen. The problem is when you walked in here is there was hundreds of these. It wasn't
That's
just
a fair point.
It's not like one beehive. It's like,
It's
hundreds of
hundreds
them.
of them, yeah.
So yes, there's probably a queen somewhere. Is she here? You don't know. You didn't start at the bottom, so
That's fair. Well, if I'm stuck in the cocoon, I can blow it all by going Super Saiyan, or I can try and steer this thing, and I look down, and I look back to the pod, and hope I don't fall. So,
you're gonna let it put you in there?
I'm gonna... No, I'm
Oh.
not gonna let it put me in those fucking pods. I'm bold, but I'm not... How do I get out? So, I'm gonna almost abruptly just grab this thing by the neck and yoink it this way
Give me a strength check.
as I jolt alive on this thing. Woo! Here we go, 24.
I rolled with advantage and you still beat me. So
You fucked idiot.
you reef on this thing and you
I just, like,
completely do
spring
it.
to life.
Oh yeah, you just boom out of nowhere. You take it and like a bull rider or a matador catching a bull by the horns and dropping it to the ground. You redirect this thing. You have a split moment. Do you go towards Lulu or do you go towards Merle? Now, as a reminder, Lulu, this orb that she's in is shrinking by the minute.
I saw Merle briefly. He looked fine.
All right, so you fly to, and you caught this thing by surprise as you smash into the area where right next to where Lulu is. Your aim is off just a smidgen, unfortunately, and as you crash into one of the larva pods, it bursts and explodes with this like gooey black something. Hang on, I gotta find it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Again, I swear he just sticks to the grossest places.
yeah. So you this thing explodes and just
Like
dozens
Austin.
of these tiny little Hellwasps come flying out at you. I need to roll some initiative rolls really quick here.
Zarx is way braver than I am, let me tell you.
All right, yeah. So you're able to steer it, and it explodes, and a swarm of these black, tiny little Hellwasps just come flying out of it, and instantly swarm around you. You did startle the creature, so what are you gonna do? You have an action, a bonus, and a movement.
I activate Radiant Consumption, so I immediately just turn into a fucking big glowing red ball of pain and misery.
All right. Does that do damage, or what does that do?
Does damage to me, does damage to everyone around me in 10 feet.
Okay, so that'll catch the big Hellwasp and some of the little ones.
It does half my level, so we can either say 3 or 4. I'm gonna go with 3, I guess.
Mhm.
Round down. I think it actually says round down anyway, so I think that's fine. But let me. I had it written here. Hold on. Yeah, round down. And that's within 10 feet, and then all of my attacks for a minute are deal extra radiant damage by my level, so they do an extra 7 radiant damage.
Okay, wonderful. Anything else?
I still have my bonus of movement.
Well, technically, I think that you're grappled onto this guy, so...
Yeah. So I'm not really moving anywhere.
Well, I mean, you're flying.
I can
in a
move with it.
Yeah, you're moving in a direction with it.
Yeah. So how... I'm envisioning I'm kind of planted against one of these pod things. What actually... Am I right in thinking that?
Yes.
So there's no solid ground below me.
No, so these pod things are up against the walls. Imagine them. Do you ever watch The Matrix where they have all the pods? They're like on
Gotcha.
these are all like that, but on the outside, and they're standing vertical. And you're
Okay,
basically,
so-
you went to land on top of one, and it exploded when you landed on it, so you kind of fell into it and released all this swarm of shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good news is you're not stuck.
How far is Lulu?
Probably 10 feet. She's in the next
And I'd
one.
probably take an opportunity attack. I could do that next turn.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just gonna explode into light and fury.
All right. So you release this thing. You burn up several of these little things. You singe the wings of the one carrying you. With a it.
Oh, and I have to make a. I take 1 damage because I'm resistant to radiant damage, and then I have to roll a con save because I took damage, and I'm currently concentrating on Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith spell.
So I succeed.
This goes down to 5 once your turn's done.
Sorry, Merle, but
Yes.
you're not the plot device, unfortunately.
The escalation dice drop down to 5. Chiron. Nope, the swarm gets to go. I'm sorry. Swarm rolled in between you two.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the swarm gets to go. So the swarm is going to swarm on top of poor
The
Zorax.
big glowing red light
Yeah,
bulb, right? Yeah, me. That's the plan.
Its reach is 0. That's so funny because it has to share a space with somebody. That's funny.
As it's being singed alive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh shit, dude.
20 AC.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit this time. I got a really low run, but I just realized that their attack does a lot of damage. But luckily, oh no, it gets 2 attacks. Plus 7, that's 18. That's not going to do it. All right, so these things start just swarming on you. Stingers going everywhere. Like a hive of wasps have just swarmed upon you and are stinging left and right. Luckily, you've got a mask on you. You're wearing heavy, good armor. It seems to be protecting you pretty good. They haven't gotten your in anywhere yet, but if given time, they're gonna get to you. You're swatting around, flailing. What are you gonna do, Chiron?
Your turn. Spring alive, buddy.
So am I still being carried by my Hellwasp?
Yep. You are a short distance away from him, closer towards the center. So if you imagine this as a big round room, all these things are around all these little pods are all along the outside, and it goes all the way up to I'd say probably like another 40 feet, and you just see hundreds of these things coiled around the outside. And he's taking you towards one. You're about 10.
I kind of wonder if I could do the same thing as Zorax did, but go to Merle.
Sure.
Good luck.
Sure you can.
All I got.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
You have to beat a 22.
Great. Beat a what?
22.
It's a high number.
I'd have to get a nat 20 for this.
Really? That sucks. Good luck. May the force
Yeah, it
be
does
with you.
+4 to
For me
strength.
to poop on.
12.
It's not going to do it. So you spring to life. You try to grab a hold of it, and the little bastard was ready for you because he saw Zorax do it. So he
Maybe I should have waited
instantly
till
twisted up.
he set me down and then acted.
He ends up he twists and fights back and ends up shooting straight up towards the ceiling, which is about 50 feet up or so.
Oh no!
What else you got? You still have a bonus action and a regular action. I'm not counting the steering and moving against you. So because I'm giving you a little bit extra because I'm representing it as a minute instead of 6 seconds.
Right.
You could grapple it, fall straight down with it,
You know what? I'm gonna grapple it.
Of course you are.
pull a Zorax, and just, you know what? You're not flying any higher.
Give me a contested check. It got a 14.
20.
Woo! So you get a hold of his little bitch-ass wings and put him in a full Nelson, and you guys instantly fall to the ground. We'll say you only made it up 30 feet, so that's 3d6. And you both
Oh
take
no!
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
You're okay.
Oh.
You're alive.
Oh!
That's the big part.
Oh.
As you come crashing to the ground, and it squeals and it hisses. It's clicking
I'm in the
and
single digits now, guys, and I'm getting close to 0.
I'm at 36. So I'm still strong.
I'm at 11.
Bonus action, Chiron.
I got nothing else
All right.
unless I could use a dagger to stab it.
You could use a dagger to make. Well, not as a bonus action.
Not enough. It's an offhand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would need
You'd
to
have
have
to-
that. You're because you're holding on to him. The assumption is you're using one hand. So
Yep.
you have multi attack though, don't you? You can grapple and
Yeah.
still attack.
Yeah, you still have attack.
So,
Yeah,
so
still
if
have an
you've got a
attack.
one-handed weapon,
Longsword. Pull out that Bahamut sword. Hit it.
All right, jeez.
You have
Right.
another hand.
Bahamut blade, here we go.
Use it for murder.
11.
Yeah, well, you know, we tried.
I am not using Digidice for attack rolls anymore.
all right. So you try to come in, but unfortunately, as you land and are dropped, you are restrained by the gunk on the ground once again. So you are both pinned to the gooey. Gooey,
But both of
rich
you
and
are, so that's
chewy.
good at least.
Yeah, it's not just you. All right, and unfortunately, in the struggle, you're unable to get a really good aim and land a solid blow. That brings it down to 3 on the countdown dice. Merle, what are you gonna do? His cat.
Something I probably should have done last turn. That's really, really stupid, but I'm doing it anyway.
Oh no.
Well, if he stays in there, he'll end up dying.
I'll get one spell slot left.
What do you say?
I'll get one spell slot left. And it's a level 2 slot. And I'm going to cast a level 1 spell as level 2. And that spell is Thunder Wave.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I was like, are you gonna cast fireball in your little pot and just burn everything alive in there?
So
Thunderwave. That's smart. Yeah.
So as you
That's powerful stuff.
I assume you're blasting it out right in front of you like that, and sending the shockwave out from you.
Yep.
All right. How does that go down?
All right. I reach carefully into my jacket, pull out a cartridge, slide it into my arcane focus, which totally isn't my gun. Go. What was this plan B?
And you release a thunderous boom. In spite of all these things creeping and crawling on top of you, you send out a massive blast that erupts the cocoon you're in, sending it in all directions. How far does that blast go out?
It's like a 50-foot cube, I think.
Yeah, check.
I need to check too.
I think it's 15 foot. I think you're right. It's cube right in front where he blasts it. So
15-foot cube, range
right.
itself.
Well, all right. So you blast it free. Your body is seething with these critters, and you're shaking them off as they start. You look and you start to see that they started to burrow into your flesh all around your body. Imagine it looking like he's got all these little, like, really thick hairs hanging from your flesh as you start to you try to get them all off of you. That was good. That was really
It's
good.
either that or shatter, and that one will screw me over.
Shatter would, yeah, not so much.
All right, Merle. So that does take your action as you shut out this big thunderous wave.
I would have said you pulled out a little cylinder with a little ring attached to it, and you pull the ring.
I see what you did there. Kaboom. All right. So, do you have any bonus or you do fall down out of the cocoon onto the sticky, gross floor. You look out now without the shielding or whatever that cocoon was. You can see Chiron and one of the creepy devil demon wasps pinned to the gooey ground. You can see them kind of struggling. He's got a dagger in his hand. He's trying to take it out. Over to the side, you can see Zorax is hanging on, steering one of these things as he lands right alongside of about 10 feet away from Lulu.
And he's currently what looks to be on fire. But
he's
you
glowing.
know what it is,
You've
and he's
seen
not on fire.
He's gone supersonic or Super Saiyan or Super something. Super Zorax. So that was your action. You still have a movement and a bonus. The gooey thickness here isn't as thick, so as long as you don't get knocked prone, it won't restrain you. It's only difficult terrain.
I guess I'll just, for my interaction, pull out a potion of cure minor wounds, and that's... I can't really drink it, can I? So,
nope.
Yeah.
You're just like...
I saw a
applying
barbarian...
it like a lotion, like,
I saw a barbarian guy who got around that. He's like, can I fall for free? Yeah, it's like, I think you can drop prone for nothing. He's like, good. I'm going to drop my potion as a free action and then drop onto it face first so it breaks on my face. And I'm just like, okay, so you can offset the healing by taking 1d6 piercing damage with a face full of glass. I mean, it's like, whatever. All right, so the big guys are gonna go, and you guys do notice that the one that is fighting Zorax, or not, fighting Zorax, is actually still injured from the previous bout. So it's not up to full health. It is going to swat you though, Zorax.
try me.
Damn, that hit's not gonna do good. Both of his strikes come in. You weren't shitting him when you said "try me." As these blade slices come in, it's trying to sting you with its stinger, and
I'm
you're
Super
like,
Saiyan now.
"Oh shit!" You're like twisting and bobbing and weaving, and are able to avoid all of its strikes. The other one that's fighting, that is pinned to the ground with his buddy, our buddy there, Chiron, is going to try to stand up. And it successfully does. It tries to now attack and sting the guy who is prone, Chiron.
Oh no.
With a 26.
That hits. I'm unconscious at this point.
I haven't hit you for damage.
I have 3 hit points left.
Oh yeah, you're unconscious. I still need a Constitution saving throw too to see if you're poisoned.
Natural 1.
The last thing you see as your eyes fade is you feel this burning sensation that you've become familiar with as it rushes through your body. But this time, as it goes down to your feet, it comes back up to your head, and your lights fade out.
To the DM as a quick note, apparently I was wrong. It's not rounded down, it's rounded up, so it was 4 radiant damage for my aura effect.
Well, I've already written it down, but remember that later.
That's okay. Yep. No, that's fine.
Calm down.
I was just, as I said, I was like, oh, a parent's round up, so I take 2 damage. I gotta do that.
Yeah, I rounded it up here for you. All right, so
That was my mistake.
Zorax, it's your turn. You are surrounded by a swarm of these critters. What are you gonna do? As well as, you know, the one you're fighting.
I'm gonna hit the one I'm fighting because eventually all the ones that are around me right now will burn and die.
Okay, that's a good way to think about it. Well, go ahead, give me an attack
It's
roll.
not, let's see here. First attack. Oh boy, that's not gonna hit. Wielding my long sword with 2 hands here. This is a Hellwasp, right? That I'm fighting.
Yes.
I'm assuming. Okay, just like some regular one. I missed the first one. Second one hits. Let's see how much damage here. Nope, I'm a D10. Where's it at?
Where's
There
my
it is,
D10?
there it is. And it hits for 7 slashing damage and 7 radiant damage. And then I end my turn.
So you're so you slice and dice this thing with your what is that, a sword?
I only landed 1 attack. Yeah, it was a longsword.
Longsword. With its burning you etch you leave little holy marks, witnesses of through this thing's veins, and you can see like almost as his light is shimmering through its little cracks in its wings and thorax, the middle part. The swarm.
And then I end my turn,
Uh-huh.
and everything around me, like, it's almost like it like pulses out, and like light seems to just erupt from like almost from the ground under me, as it just kind of shoots up around me in a 10-foot sphere, and it just damages me and everything with it for another 4 points of damage.
Yeah, that actually might be the thing that saves you. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, I know what it does, and I know it's good, and this was a good time to do it.
The
roll my
swarm
con save.
around you just like imagine like a leaf drifting into a campfire and just burning away. All of the swarm around you has dissipated. Bastard.
And I do succeed in my con save.
Okay. All right. Well, I can scratch that off. All right. Anything else, Zorak? No, that was the end of your turn.
Yep.
Chiron, you are stuck to the ground, unconscious. What is the last thing your character remembers before he joined this crusade? What is it he's recalling?
What? Character development time.
Your character's unconscious. What is the last thing Chiron remembers before accepting this adventure?
He remembers that that the High Bearer, the person in charge of his order, was able to find a gift of Chiron's mentor, which was the armor that he currently wears as a gift, should he take the oath of a paladin.
Is
and
there
it did not matter. And it did not matter which oath Chiron would take, just that the armor was to be a gift to Chiron.
Is there any sigils or marks or anything to identify your oath upon your gifted armor?
It was the sash, right?
Yeah, it was the black sash.
I forgot
sash
about that.
I remembered.
Nice.
It was cool.
That is cool.
Good on you.
Oh,
If
wonderful.
I was the DM, I'd give him inspiration for that.
Yeah. How about I give you inspiration for your story?
Oh yeah. You get inspiration! Yay!
Oh joy!
I
So
mean, you're
you need all the help
sorry,
you can get.
am I-
Huh?
So it's my turn.
Yes.
And
You're
I
unconscious,
have to make
right?
a death save.
Yep.
You can do it, buddy.
You got this.
You can stabilize. If not, we have a plot point, and you can get a Solar to come down, and he'll save us all.
Oh, that's funny.
He'll be like, hello, yes, I am the Archangel.
I think solars are stronger than archangels, aren't they?
Oh, they're
11.
pretty fucking
Ooh,
buff.
that's pretty close.
Let me look one up. A Solar.
Wonderful. All right, Merle.
Solar.
You got 2 of these bastards floating around. One is just finished assaulting your buddy Chiron and still stands over top of him. The other one is engaged with Zorax, and he has burned away this swarm around him. And then also to your off to your left a little bit, you can see Lulu's sphere is like a light that is flickering out, about to flicker out.
Yep. All right. Only one thing I can do really at this point: take my arcane focus, point it at the cocoon Lulu's in, and pull the trigger.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Works for me, bud.
Pew pew.
All right. 16.
That'll do it. So as you blast this cocoon, a burst of golden light shoots out, sending hundreds and hundreds of little tiny of these nasty ass worm things in all directions. And you see her there trumpeting in success as she breaks free. Her horn goes, woo, does the, I can't do an elephant noise, but you get it. But it's a little cute, adorable one. Yeah, it's a little cute, adorable one. Not like a really big, strong one, but it's just the cutest thing. You know, she trumps on her little elephant horn, her big Dumbo ears and wings keeping her up. Shit, what was the voice I gave her? I gave her a Southern girl, didn't I?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, what took you all so long? I felt like I was dreaming in there forever. Those little creatures were going to try to eat me. If I didn't put up a berry, it was almost fated, though. But I've got some good news. And then she realizes what's happening. She's like, oh, my. You've got yourself in quite the predicament, don't you? And Chiron, sleeping on the job. Shame on you. Shame on you. And we will add her to the initiative. Apparently last.
Oh no.
Yeah, Solars were
He's
so
next.
powerful that demon lords feared them. And
Yeah.
we all know how strong demon lords are.
Yeah. Isn't Ariel an archdemon? Archdevil, Ariel is?
Yeah, she's an archdevil,
So I
but
think the other one's right below her then, right? I think the demon lords are
Yes.
right below her.
but they were described by some as truly godlike. Only the celestial paragons were more glorious and powerful, which I don't even know who they are. Some often considered the opposites of archfiends, so they're basically the one step below. But I'm looking at these stat blocks and I'm not so sure, friends.
All right. As she no, I'll wait. That's too good not to wait. All right, yes. Merle, anything else? You have used your action. You freed her up. You're hovering just a few feet above you
The
fell into the
muck.
ground first, right? When you blasted free, so you can't hover through until you break free first. So that'll take a strength check.
I guess I'll try to sit up.
I rolled a sit up.
That's a 9.
Unfortunately, even with the help of your wing-filled boots, you can't quite get out of the stickiness.
Yep.
All right. Monsters go. Unfortunately, one is standing atop Chiron.
Oh no. And they have 2 attacks. No.
Gotta hope they miss, but that's pretty rough. I'm surprised he's not attracted to the giant glowing light of doom. And
I gotta check something real quick.
'cause I feel like that would be a little more pertinent to their hive. But what do I know? I'm not the monster, and I'm not the DM, so. For all I know, they could be already sending hundreds after me, and they're just like, "Oh, you just finish that one off real quick. Put him in a little cubby hole."
Yes,
and
it's going to attack him. And are you unconscious? Is an auto hit or an auto crit if it hits you?
Let me look at it again. Said unconscious. Automatically fails strength and direct saving throws. Have advantage.
Yeah.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
Yeah.
But it has to hit.
One hit, one did not, which makes it a critical hit for double damage.
All you
I
have to do
believe
is
that
survive
counts
the
as
poison.
2 failed death saves.
What's that?
I believe that counts as 2 failed death saves.
I do too.
As a crit?
Yeah, I suffered 2 failures instead.
You have one left, right?
No, I have 1 success.
Yeah, he has the one
And-
success already. Oh yeah, so you still have 1 death save. I forgot it's not best 2
Well,
out of 3.
Yeah,
it's
the
3 or-
other one missed, so I think he's still alive at the moment.
he is still
Yeah.
alive.
This is the red plumes all over again. I'm just saying.
Sorry, man. The other one will turn and attack Zorax.
I have a plan. It's
Uh,
not a good plan, but I have a plan. And you will live.
One is a 21 to hit, and the other one's not. Gonna hit.
Barely hits, motherfucker. It's a 20. 20 AC.
And you'll take 8 piercing damage and 7 fire damage, and I need a Constitution save. You see this out of the corner of your eye. You see this thing do a couple more slashes at your buddy, and then it turn and hiss. And you can see that they're communicating back and forth.
I survive the poison. I rolled a 16 natural, so that's like 20 something. And now I have to do a Constitution save for my Shield of Faith. Nat 1. I do not have Shield of Faith
Oh,
anymore. It
no.
knocked me out of it. The one thing that was kind of keeping
It's
me in
keeping
the
you
fight.
alive
but-
for quite a bit there, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Does that change your plan?
Nope.
What you gonna do, Zorax? Wait, hang on. Yeah, you're next.
I have 10 points of my lay on hands. No, I don't. Oh shit.
No, I'm pretty
Never mind, I
sure
have
you.
0.
I was gonna say
I
I'm
thought I
pretty sure
had
you
10
used
and I was
them
going to
all.
run over and get you back up, but I used them all. Okay. I have to fight. That's it. I have to survive.
Recall that we have heal potions, right?
I have 1, but that would be my action. And I know this thing is weak. And
Sure.
I'm already a ticking time bomb of dying anyway and incinerating everything around me, so
It is close.
Let's
It's
go.
getting there.
yeah. So I automatically deal 4
Finish
damage.
him.
It's a matter if I hit.
Finish him.
First attack.
You need to do
12.
14 points of damage to kill him, if that helps.
Okay. 18. Shit.
It's not gonna do it.
Damn it, I missed both.
So in a barrage of, you're using a longsword, or are you using a javelin? I forgot.
I'm using my longsword right now.
So as you're changing blows, you're very surprised at the proficiency of this thing, as it's almost like it's learning to defend itself against your onslaught of attacks.
But then my turn ends and it takes 4 damage.
So how much damage is that total? That's just 4 damage, right? You didn't
It's
because
just
you
4
missed,
damage.
right?
I didn't hit
Um,
anything.
10 hit points. That's all it's got.
And I'm at 16, so
Chiron,
let's keep it going.
the light is fading around you. The scene of you
I
being
love it.
gifted your armor begins to dim, encroaching on your vision. Give me a death saving throw.
It's fine, guys. I have a backup.
It's good. We're good.
Did you succeed?
I have
Doing
a
this.
back. No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh,
He's saying he has a backup character, I'm pretty sure.
No, not a backup character. A
Plan.
backup idea.
he's got a plan.
Oh, he's got a plot point.
Yeah.
Right. I forget we all
Yeah, I
still have
could've-
them.
Yeah, I could overturn that.
Well, if a Solar comes down, he can resurrect you. Just saying. Solars are pretty beastly characters.
I may have to use that anyway.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Ah, fuck!
So
But
You use your point of inspiration.
Oh, you have inspiration.
oh yeah, inspiration.
We got one more. One more guy.
Come
Let's
on.
do it. Oh, that inspiration. Not enough.
not gonna do it. It looks like. So
Plot point. Convert it to a 20.
Oh, you can do
Gives you
much better than that with the
one-
plot point.
gives you 1 hit point, and you raise up as the breath of life rushes into you. The ghost of the spirit of Bahamut rushes into your soul, into your core, rushing from your weapon and into your body. A deep gasp of breath as you wake up, and some of your wounds are stitched together. You have 1 hit point. There is still a monster standing over top of you with razor-sharp limbs and blades.
Yep.
Yep. It's your turn though.
And
Well, that
No.
was the end of it.
when I make a saving throw, that's it. Even if I
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
succeed
yeah.
on everything.
At least you're alive. That means you can make more death saves. I'm just saying. I would wish for a solar.
Well, I think he was also being within
Yeah.
reason because I think it does say within reason or with whatever the
Does it?
DM
I don't know.
says. You guys have to check it. It's not an undo all, but I probably would have been cool with the solar to be honest.
Well, solars are known to come down, and if a god is looking at you, he might be like, "This guy's got some devotion in him. Holy shit!"
I would have
No, I'm
came up
kidding,
with
though.
something similar, but yeah, I see where you're going.
What is it?
All
Plot
right.
point. What's that? Where do we get the plot points from? I'm actually curious
in the
because I didn't
DMG.
actually know the stipulations. What is it?
DMG.
Oh, it's in the DMG.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an optional rule that most people don't use. I think it's cool as
Okay.
hell, and it gives you guys some storytelling power. Like right there, you would have lost poor Chiron. You still may lose him,
Mhm.
depending on how this goes. So a loud trumpeting noise comes from the corner, and you see your little friend Lulu says, "Come on, boys, you can do this. Just follow your hearts. You know what to be true." And she honks, and everyone is affected by bless.
Yeah.
Merle, what are you gonna do? There are 2 enemies right now.
Is one next to Chiron or Zorax more beat up?
Let me check here. The one that Zorax is fighting is definitely hurt more. You can see green ichor dripping from its wings and from its thorax and abdomen. The other one is wounded pretty bad. It's got a big chunk taken out of its wing and one of its legs is missing. But for the most part, it's not doing too bad.
All right. I'm blasting one that's next to Zorax. Then.
I look over. I'm just like, oh my god, you're out of the cocoon.
Wait, you didn't see the big thunderous wave and noise?
With all the buzzing going around, how am I supposed to know any better at this point? We're in hell.
What'd you get, Ian?
27 to hit,
Yes.
Yes.
and that will be for 13 cold damage, and then slow.
Yes.
How does it end?
Oh!
Then it shudders, and I say, "You mean the big kaboom wasn't your first clue?"
I'm kind of in the middle of something as I gesture to the giant ball of energy that is me.
Guys?
I thought you were dead.
He was dead. Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
that's funny. All right.
I think I let some sort of give me like some sort of idiot.
Anything else, Merle?
Oh,
This creature standing over top of you, Zora or Chiron, is just dumbfounded. The wounds just stitched together. You came back to life. You're still pinned to the ground.
Yep.
That first attack is gonna miss.
Yay.
22.
Cautious again.
At least you get to remember more of the times of yore.
The good old days.
You're probably like acting like you're on a drug trip or something. Like, man, these scenes keep changing rapidly.
You hear the thing starts clittering. And you see it kind of pull its head back and it's not squawking, but it's like doing a bunch of clicking, and then turns back down and looks like he's ready to finish off Chiron. What are you gonna do, Zorax?
I'm gonna run the damn thing down.
Well, difficult terrain and very sticky. So you will have. Yeah, I think I said you would be close enough, so you're good.
Yeah, because it was like 10 feet,
Yeah,
right?
as long as I forgot this one doesn't have you can't move unless you walk on top of it. It's thinner, so it's just difficult terrain. So you can get to it with a lot of
I'm gonna
as you're
fuck it up.
walking through this thing. Go ahead. What are you gonna do? Make an attack?
Wait. I want to check something just real quick about radiant consumption.
Somebody's got the hiccups.
I'm wondering if it's gonna hurt him as well. You and each creature within 10 feet of you. Don't want to hurt my boys.
Getting old and
Is
tired.
it
But
an
it's
action
10
to turn
but
it off?
I mean, I can use it as a bonus. I could bonus action turn it off. But I have a pike, so I can just hit 10 feet away anyway, and hit it right at the edge.
I like that.
I have big brain, not planned. I just remembered that I had a pike, so I pull out my magical pike, and I go to kill it. All right, first attack.
Stab.
7 plus 11, 18. Damn it! Giving me 18.
You know what? I gotta be honest. Their AC is really high. Like 19 is really
damn.
high.
And I rolled a
It's
2 on my second one,
it's
so
that thick ass carapace they've got.
I fucking biffed them both. So I missed twice. I'm not
What do you mean
comfortable with
whiffed?
using my pike apparently. Yeah, I
All
whiffed.
right.
I whiffed both.
Anything
Uh,
else?
Turn ends. 4 damage.
4 damage. Now does that hurt everybody, including the guy
everything around me.
inc-
10 feet.
including?
That's why I said.
That's why
10
you
feet
stopped
away.
10 feet away. Nice.
That's why I said unintentional, but I'm glad it panned out that way.
Right. Happy accident. All
Wait,
right.
no, isn't it prone?
Huh?
Or isn't it? Oh no, it's not restrained. This isn't the same stuff. It's not prone because
It's
it's
on
not.
top
He-
of my
it's on
body.
top.
Yeah,
of
he's
him,
standing
yeah.
on top of him, but he's stuck in the gook. The gook will still stick you, but only if you're prone. Before you just stuck to it indefinitely until you broke
Right,
free.
right. So,
So it's
okay.
you can move around. All right,
So
so
am I just prone to restrained?
you are restrained. You are prone because you fell, and then because you're prone, you are restrained. If you
Okay.
get
Does it-
up,
yeah.
you will move, but at half your movement for difficult terrain. But it's only restrained you now. It's only thick enough here to get you when you fall down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, Chiron. So tell us a little
So
bit more about what.
It took 4 damage. That was it. That's all.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna say.
I got it. I swear to God, if you kill my guys with this stupid thing just passively, you haven't hit him, but this thing just does damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
it just does damage. It's an aura.
All right, Chiron. So it's the day that you received. It's the first day you put on your new armor. You're going on an adventure. Tell us a little bit about what it is you're going to do.
Going to do?
Yeah, you've just recently acquired your armor. What is the first quest you undertook as an Oath of Vengeance paladin?
No, you said you changed oaths, right? Because you had a different one, and you changed to vengeance because your master was killed, right?
Yeah.
So what? Tell us.
So
about,
what did you do first?
Yes,
That's a better question.
that's a better question.
What was your initiate like as, I guess?
My initiate?
Yeah, how did you what was your first clue? Like what did you envision your life to be almost, right?
Um,
Cuz that's interesting. I like that idea. Cuz we know why he became a vengeance paladin, but what was he before? Who was the man before he became
The
wanted to
man
be a
behind the
murderer?
oath.
well, he intended to be he originally intended to be an Oath of Devotion paladin, but when his mentor got murdered,
Yeah,
that all
so
changed.
what is your first steps to becoming the Oath of Devotion. What
were
did you
doing?
intend to do? Well, how
Um,
did Chiron go through those steps? Like walk through it as Chiron.
I don't. Well, considering that this is Bahamut we're talking about, I don't. There are many vengeance paladins within the order,
Right.
That's true.
so it would just. So I'd say it would just be swearing an oath to Bahamut.
And I guess
To
that's how
swear
a devotion
vengeance.
would work. And then
Yeah.
you okay.
Yeah, he would recite the mantra that's in the player's handbook of the Oath of Vengeance.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Okay.
All right. I'll need another death saving throw.
Right. You know, I was actually about to get to the Google sheet I put to our group drive for Chiron's background or backstory, but that kind of keeps throwing me off.
Yeah, I kind of like
Death
the
save, death save.
I kind of like the revealing your story through your unconscious bodies. Maybe I'll knock you guys unconscious more.
Please
I've been
don't.
knocked unconscious a lot
You
lately.
guys do go unconscious, but honestly, it's because I set most of my encounters to either medium or hard,
Mhm.
and I focus on
18.
nice.
He did it!
I focus on
one-
draining your
one save.
resources. All right. Lulu honks and toots her horn quite literally, and she floats on over to Chiron. Up next to this big ass creature, she takes a big giant deep breath through her nose and releases.
Wait, I had the fucking blessing. I got a +4.
You would have hit
Shit!
probably too.
I would have hit.
Um,
Can we please retcon that?
She takes a really deep breath and releases.
It's fine. I still have it, so I mean.
She's not going to do that because she'll end up hitting you guys. I just realized they're both cone effects. So she's just
Yeah, that doesn't quite work.
she's gonna smash into it with her tusks, or try to. With a fucking +3. That ain't. Need to roll the 1. She just kind of bounces off its wing, and it just. The giant insect knocks her away like a fly. Merle, what are you gonna
Oh
do?
no.
So, oh, screw it. Blast his mother.
Just
And I missed by 1. Wait, blast.
bless!
Yeah, bless.
Don't forget like I did!
Oh, a trumpet echoes in your head as a rush of
Bless is so
power
good,
fills
yo.
you.
It just says,
One-
you can do it!
For 16 damage of ice.
I love Lulu. She's kind of like a little cheerleader for you guys.
She's like, you can do it, guys, please!
How much did you do?
16.
16 cold damage.
How does it end?
Oh my god, get us out of here! I'll drag this guy out of here. Let's just go.
Fortunately, he's wearing mithril armor, which is light.
All the better.
How does it end?
As he explodes into 2 shards of ice, and like, y'all need to chill out.
I see what you did there. That's funny.
The next one he can do is shot through the heart.
But you're
That's
to
just-
blame.
Oh, he
Anyways,
could have just said,
get
"Let him go, you devil bug."
with your powers combined. All right.
We become captain.
So how are you guys? So Chiron is laying unconscious on the ground. You guys have dealt with all the immediate threats. You still see all the movement and all the little stuff around you. What do you do?
Now that I can actively see that none of them are coming towards us at blinding speed, I turn off my radiant consumption. And I
Okay.
pick up my friend, who I'm not sure if he's alive or dead right now.
You can tell that he's just
He's 1/3
unconscious. Is what?
Okay.
And you
Medical
do-
check.
What?
Can roll medicine.
To stabilize
Yeah.
him?
Try and stabilize him.
You also have
good.
potions. You
Stabilize.
could feed him a drink if you wanted to get him up.
Oh yeah, I have a potion.
All right, that's gonna be an 11 to stabilize.
So you do successfully stabilize him, but he's still just an
So am I-
unconscious corpse or unconscious
He's
body.
not dying.
I look around. I take my last health potion. I go, bastard.
Give me an investigation check, please.
And I get you back up. I use my health potion on you. You can roll it.
It's. Oh,
2d4.
I can roll at that. That the player has.
You can roll it.
player
I
own-
don't give a fuck.
Anybody can. I find that it's more fun to give the rolls to the people personally, but that's
It
that's
is your potion, not mine right now. So 2d4 plus 2, I think, or something. There's 2d4.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Polar opposites.
Night, guys.
So no. A
Like
1 and a 4. So that's 5 plus 2, so that's 7 points.
Well, you're up.
What happened? Lulu.
I'm surprised you're alive. I saw some shit happen, and
Welcome back.
I've seen a lot of
Hello.
shit happen actually, and I can't believe you're up.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Look, back you up.
I was concerned about you there for a bit, but it's all right now. We got you taken care of. She toots with
Yeah,
some
that's
Before
fine.
we
of
start
it.
talking,
Let's just get
have
out
this-
of here.
Yeah, before we all start talking and saying how great we're alive, we're not alive. Let's leave.
Somebody said they were gonna look around. Give me whoever that was. Give me an investigation check, please. Or are you guys bolting out and effing that?
Oh,
I don't know what he said.
Casting my last spell slot, Cure Wounds on myself.
It's a good idea.
What level?
Level 1.
One.
It's my last one.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was the last level, 1 or 2. All right. So you guys are just bolting out then. You're not gonna. Do I got that right?
Yeah.
I don't have any intention of staying. Wait, but there's angels.
You can see angels inside, angels and devils and adventurers of all sizes trapped inside these things.
You know, it's a.
You can still see them moving and wiggling underneath.
I'm only looking at the angels because I know they'd be more likely to help us, but at the same time, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be.
Yeah, and we haven't seen the queen of this nest either. We should.
Yeah.
We need to go before she even finds us.
I agree.
nice.
All right.
All right, let's bolt.
So you
get out of
guys, you get to the end of the drop, and it's over 100 feet down to the ground. How are you gonna get down? You're back
Is
to
there still ice on the surface?
I would say that probably didn't last very long. It's just a cantrip spell, so.
Yeah. My idea.
Oh no.
I'm always chock full of
Let
them.
me ri-
My idea right now is it's not pretty, and it's not exactly anything crazy. This thing only sticks, but I recall the moment when I grasped it quick, like just briefly with just my fingertip, and it felt like it disjointed my finger. I realized that we could probably reliably slick down this thing as long as we only use our hands, probably.
Is that possible?
You can certainly try.
Look, I don't have many options here, and the other option is we just stick. Wait,
I could just
why don't we just walk down the side of the damn thing? It clearly holds us. And if we fail, you fall face first into it. No matter what, you survive.
Be up.
I'm serious. Like,
Is that the
is
plan?
that not
I mean,
logical? Am I
obviously
sounding
Merle
crazy,
can
or does
just
it?
fly. So,
What did
what
Merle say?
is there a time limit on your wings?
I believe there's like 4 hours.
It's a while. That's all I remember.
me.
Yes. Stop
4
looking at
hours a
porn.
day.
Yeah, 4 hours a day.
Hmm.
It's a while.
I'm gonna have to start tracking that now. All right, so you were gonna try to walk down.
Time.
I know it sounds crazy, but does it really sound that crazy with logic?
No, it actually it can work. It'll be a very slow process, but you do make it down,
Oh.
albeit very, very slowly. And Lulu kind of gets a little excited. She's like, "Boys, it's gonna take you forever. I think I'm just gonna float down and go take a nap. All right?" And she ends up flying down back to the little rock.
No, wait, Lulu!
What? What? No. What? What?
You
I
can't
gotta-
go too far from us. We just rescued you.
That won't happen. What are the odds that's gonna happen again? Huh? Not much. Not likely. I would hope.
Famous
nearly
last words,
died.
huh?
They just caught me by surprise. If I knew they were gonna do that, I wouldn't have gotten caught. All right. You know I got this. She kind of
Zorax just. This is the greatest workout regimen of my fucking life.
Oh yeah, your legs are just burning and searing. You guys end up with a little bit of struggle. You guys are able to get back to your little Pride Rock. She turns to you and says, "Well, I do have something. I was able to think while I was in that hibernation after they kidnapped me, so I didn't, so I could, defend myself. And I have to admit that my memory of the Bleeding Citadel is a little bit hazier than I initially realized. But after pondering it a little bit, I think that there's 2 sites in Avernus that seem important to when it comes to finding the Citadel. Now, we obviously won't have time to search out both, but we can probably search one of them. One of the place where the demon manifests, and the other is the another where the places demons destroyed. And she points to where those 2 locations are on the map. In all honesty, it doesn't matter to me which one we look at. But I think either one of those would be secrets to find in Zariel's sword in the Bleeding Citadel where it's located, I think.
So you said one where demons arrive and another where demons are destroyed?
It says a place where the demons manifest and another where demons are destroyed.
And each of these locations have a saint that would know the location of the Citadel?
That I don't know. But I know, I can recall clearly now that they're important to when it comes to finding that location with the blade. I think.
Yeah, I think. I'd rather not go to a place where demons manifest.
Yeah, it sounds better to just go to a place where they're destroyed. Just saying.
All right. Is that where you guys want to go?
Yes.
All right. And I think
After we take a long rest.
I was going to say, I think we will end right here. It's a good place for a long rest. You guys will level up to 9.
9?
Or, sorry, 8. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, whoa!
No, just 1 level, sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man!
We should have just stopped and just said, oh, yeah, 9, yeah. That's fine, yeah.
I would have figured it out eventually. All right.
Yeah.
I think that'll do it for our game today, you guys. I am really sad that I have to get up and go to work in the morning now because it's almost 10 o'clock. But that's life.
Oh, no.
Um,
But hey, at least we started early.
Well, that was the plan. I told you I'd try to open that to give you some more time. I hope that you guys like this length of time a little better.
I do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So that'll... Go ahead.
Austin, Justin, I'll need you for a couple minutes after we're done, so.
I
Okay.
make no promises.
For a couple minutes.
Okay. All right, so that'll do it for episode 13 of Crit Academy's Descent into Avernus. What did you guys think about this adventure or this dungeon?
Holy fuck, that was hard. I had nothing
Shit.
to work with. I was like, God damn, I got my features and myself.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard.
But other than that, I think everything went great. All things considered,
This is
so.
true. I mean, we lived. We made it.
Yep.
Somehow.
Barely.
It costed a plot point for one of our players, but
That was a good use of it, I would say. It was a
you
good
lived.
use.
That's the part that matters.
Is it?
It's not like you're gonna keep it when you die.
I felt really bad because I could see the resignation in his eyes. Like, oh man, it's Garmore all over again. But I'm
And the
glad.
monk I used for the red plumes.
Oh, hi, Chippy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Who?
One of his characters in
it was
our online game died. Another online game
Oh.
a while ago. Anyways, that'll do it for our adventure. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to check out all the previous ones or consider checking out our podcast at critacademy.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. We go live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube every single Sunday. We're most Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, EDT at the moment. And we always talk D&D. We have plenty of tips and tricks to help level up your game and all that jazz. So consider come swinging by and checking us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Damn it, all of it. Subscribe on YouTube, all that stuff. Let's go around really quick. Tell us who you are and who you played, and we'll close out, starting with Austin.
Hi guys, I'm Austin. I played Zorax, the guy who apparently is the man with a semblance of a plan most times. Not a full plan, but a semblance. I was playing the Voidwalker Paladin, which I didn't actually showcase too much of the actual Voidwalker abilities, which probably would have came in handy every once in a while, but kind of forgot to escape my mind when I'm in a panic. Which is player fault. Obviously, if I played more optimally, I could have probably saved Matt probably a couple times. Honestly, I probably could have went and grabbed it and put it somewhere else, but it just didn't come to me at the time. And who knows? I probably would have died then. Maybe I don't know. No, like seriously, like maybe all the heat would have been on me, and I don't know. I probably would not have made it. But it was good. Being able to pop off my Azamar ability in a very nice situation definitely worked out.
Yeah, that was
quite
a really
an ability.
good showcase of that. So
So
awesome.
definitely my favorite part was when I got to use that and actually get to use it to kind of what it's meant to be done, which is just kind of like an aura where I knew I was surrounded, and this is just my. Even if it hurts me, it hurts them more.
And it really did. Those guys don't have much hit points, but man, do they hurt. They hit for 66.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I
What are they? What?
the Hellwasp spawn things. They're a swarm.
Ew.
Hellwasp swarm. They're much weaker, but they hit really hard if you fail your save. Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
Matt. I think he froze.
And he muted himself.
All right, Ian.
Well, that'll help. I am Ian. I'm also one of the co-hosts for Crit Academy. I am playing Merle Bronson, Human Artificer. Made things go boom.
He does.
He's like, his things go boom. And last but certainly not least, Matt. Are you there?
Hi, my name is Hugh, and I played Chiron, Tiefling Paladin of Bahamut, the Oath of Vengeance. And for a second, this was an interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
he died again.
Be on par with one of Matt Mercer's grossest dungeons he's ever done.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's actually quite the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was trying to be nasty and gross, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, you were pretty close, dude.
Yeah, I was like, whew, oh man, this is some brutal stuff right now, and I love it.
All right.
I was about it.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That'll do it for our game. I am your dungeon master, Total Dumas, and thanks for joining us. Keep your blades sharp and spells prepared, heroes.